Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Unqualified Gurus podcast. I am Oscar, and this is Danny.
This is episode number 10.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so today we are here with another guest.
We have a special guest, man. The
Yes.
one and only
A round of applause for
Silvia.
Do you want me to clap for myself?
Yes, you can clap for yourself. It is allowed
Yeah.
in this podcast.
Yes. So, Silvia runs a book club. She is in college, too.
She's a book guru.
Yeah,
guru.
exactly. She's
Okay.
our
Literature.
No, literally.
Not literature?
No, it's because if you say literally, it sounds like literally.
Ah, yes.
How would you say it?
Literary?
Literary.
Ah, that word.
Literary guru.
There you go.
Yeah, and so we're always trying to find new and cool things to talk about.
Right.
And so today our main theme is going to be books, and like movies surrounding books, because we're not all
We're
like
not book gurus.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
We're unqualified on that realm.
Yeah. So just to start things off, you can follow her book club at Silvia and Books. And she also has a co-host, and she goes by Paula Loves Books.
We'll put the
TX.
handles so
Yes.
you can take a look at it.
All
It'll be
right.
also on the description, so go check them out.
All right, let's get this started. How's it going, Silvia?
Pretty good. A little nervous.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, hopefully, it goes away.
It's like that every week. Don't worry.
Yeah. So.
Starstruck, you know?
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. Thank you for that. Yeah. So Danny, tell us about your week.
My week.
Yeah.
What did I do this week?
Okay.
Well, I two sad stories. Mexico lost twice, so that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
To Canada?
To Canada and to the U.S.
Oof.
in the same week. So that's not bueno.
Yeah.
But I did get to have some fun. I went to play pool with a friend.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
I went and taught him a lesson. Just the usual. And
The usual.
other than those two, I just worked, and I went to a coffee shop today to work there.
I'm such a hipster.
Because I have to write, and
Yeah. He's like, I had to go to a coffee
I
shop.
can't do it at home. I have two birds. I have a mother. They all disorient me and stuff.
They all
But
talk a lot.
They talk. They call me. The birds do talk a lot. And and I watched that movie, the the one with the rings, the 10 rings.
Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings?
Ese mero. So
Shang-Chi.
I went and
Shang-Chi, there
I
you
saw that one yesterday.
Oh yeah. What'd you think of it?
It's good.
Yeah, you're a little late.
You know how I always criticize everything.
Okay.
So I do have my critics, but overall the movie was good. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Okay. Good. Then that's great.
Yeah.
I thought it was really enjoyable.
Way
watch.
better than Venom 2, for sure.
Oof.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Danny like really gets down to the nitty gritty of the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone
Yeah.
has to.
Yeah, so we were prepping, we were talking that we were gonna talk to you about like movie books, because a lot of people were complaining about the ending of Dune.
Yes.
So we actually went to go watch Dune in preparation for that, but unfortunately we weren't able to get you last week, so we broke it down last week, and Danny
Yeah.
really killed the movie.
I grilled the movie,
Yeah.
but
No, but
In a good way.
Okay.
There's a valid, like, did you watch the movie?
I tried.
Oh,
see, there you go. There you go. I have
it-
support.
Yeah.
In my
alone.
defense, it was at my friend's house, and she has 2 kids. So
Oh,
there's
okay.
just no
See,
way you
she
can watch it.
understands. 2 kids, I have 2 birds. She knows what the
Yeah.
struggle is.
Like,
of
they were
life.
just talking too much. So you have to really focus to
Yeah.
get that
Yeah.
movie, because it's
Well-
science fiction.
Well,
Yeah.
to be fair, like Danny's critique, I think it's really valid.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I actually wouldn't really say that it's just hating.
Yeah.
It's actually valid. I liked it. Y'all can check it out on the last episode.
Yeah, go. Oh yeah, go check out the episode. Go check out the movie first, and then you can see our critiques
That is so
of the movie. Because otherwise, we're just gonna spoil it for you.
Yeah.
But considering it wasn't that good, it's okay. I'm just playing. Go
I,
watch
it
the
was very
movie.
enjoyable watch. I like it.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like after he pointed it out, I couldn't unsee that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the same thing like you did
Like
with
the
Venom
worms
and
that can't
stuff.
see.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, enough.
Enough. How was your week?
No, wait. Let's get to Silvia first.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So
My week?
Yeah. Tell us about
How's
your
your
week.
week?
I've pretty much done nothing all week.
Nothing at all.
So
I'm jealous.
Yeah. No, so I work part-time at a library, and
Such a nerd.
yeah.
I like this whole episode of me about nothing but nerdy stuff.
Hey,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
what?
So
So are the
literally-
ones watching. So.
True.
Right, if they're
You
watching
bunch of
about books,
nerds.
they're
They
probably
saw the
nerds.
title, so they clicked it.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
when-
I work Thursday, the weekend, so I haven't exactly worked. But I've actually been busy organizing stuff for the book club because that's a lot of work.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
follow her book club, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Well, I guess now I'll talk about me.
All right,
Okay.
dude, go for it.
Yeah. So there's this weekend. One of my closest friends got married. Yeah. So shout out to the new couple. Lil Barrera. Yeah. Do you remember Letty?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like she got married. Like it's
Oh.
like genuinely like she's like one of my best friends. And
I guess let me
and-
pause you there. We forgot to say she's actually a high school friend of ours. She
Oh,
actually
it's not even high school. It's lifelong.
life. Why not? But I was
Yeah.
I was going.
Well, I was
in the
gonna
back.
get to that because
Okay.
I have like
Okay, I thought you
I
forgot.
had a
I'm
good
sorry.
segue because
Oh,
I have
I
a
ruined it.
story.
You ruined
Alright.
it.
No,
man.
don't worry.
I ruined it like I
I'll-
ruined the movie. Go ahead.
I'll be able to save it in a second.
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, yeah, lifelong friend got married to one of the nicest dudes I've ever met. So I'm so happy for him. But the night before, we went out for a drink. It was me and another friend, and I think we got like some bartender fired.
You got a bartender.
Yeah. So like of course as we do, everybody's celebrating. You take shots. You say what the shot's for. She finds out that it's because it's her wedding day the next day. So she starts giving us free drinks, which of course I'm not gonna turn down.
What?
Like I genuinely she saved us like $70.
Oh.
Yeah, so she just kept giving us stuff, and she was clearly like inebriated too.
Okay. She was partying with you guys in a way.
Well, I mean, I think she was partying
Unofficially.
before we even showed up.
Unofficially.
Yeah.
She knew that.
Oh yeah. She was a part of the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
We're trying to save her job, man. Come on. Her boss might be watching.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and I think like at one point like she made like the shots we had asked for, and she like left them there, and then she started making us another round of shots, but it was like on a different part of the bar. So it was like really, I think she just forgot and just started making more shots.
Oh.
Yeah, and then like I'm guessing it was like her manager like came up from behind and she's like, what are you doing? He's like, aren't those their shots? And then like she had forgotten about it. So then like she just gets mad and she's like, don't ever tell me to work this bar again. Like she throws the shots that she was making away. So I'm all like, what the fuck? She could have given them to us. And then we ended up just picking up the other ones, and like the lady just gave them to us. So we had another round of shots before she got to leave.
Damn. She threw drinks away while there are sober people.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Like
messed
so
up.
insensitive. Yeah. But it was really cool. Like at the end of the night, we had a great time. The wedding went great, and like it was a good weekend.
Yeah, well, hopefully
Yeah.
she finds a job.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
not bartending though.
Probably.
Yeah. No. So now that we were getting back to it. So with ¿cómo se dice? Well, we mentioned what part of Mexico we're from. Like if
Yes.
you go back enough, we're from a pueblito called Belen in Jalisco. And of course, like whenever one person comes here, everybody follows along, and
Yeah.
so eventually there's a bunch of us,
Yeah.
and Silvia happens to be one of those.
I mean, in my neighborhood, like 50% of the neighborhood is from Belen.
From Belen, yeah.
So
Yeah,
kinda.
and you're related to half of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean.
Yeah. So it's really cool because we ended up going to high school together, and we're not actually related, but we always call each other primos. So it's always been like a really cool like community. So it's nice to see everybody grow up together, and and
For
we're
sure.
here today. Yeah. But I also had a question. You are a Dodgers fan.
Yeah.
So are you?
Oh God.
Are you? No, I'm not attacking you. I'm not attacking you.
you.
I'm the same way.
This was not in the guide.
See, so if you would have been here next week, I actually have like a skateboard like of Dodger Stadium
Okay.
right here next week. Yeah, so I'm sorry, like whatever. Point is, are you also from LA?
Yeah.
See, so we are me
Oh,
me
yeah.
and my brother is all from LA too. So I was just wondering about that, and so as a fellow Angelino, I was wondering like, did you hear that they're changing the Staples Center name?
Yeah, I heard that this morning. I don't understand. Like,
Did you see the name?
isn't it like some like science-y like company name?
No, it's freaking crypto.com.
Okay, yeah.
So
no.
it's gonna be the crypto.com stadium.
Why would pull it.com?
I don't know. I guess it's because that's the name of the like. If you actually look for their app, it's crypto.com.
Oh.
It's just like I'm guessing somebody beat them to crypto, and it just completely ruined it. Because I'm like, first of all, like the Staples Center, like it's
Everyone
like,
knows what it is.
Yeah, and it's like like crappy joke. It's it's like it's a staple in LA, So it's like it like even if you're not from there, like you've heard it for like as long as it's been. Because of course it's been changed before because it goes based off of the donors, Yeah, and now the next person who put the money up front is no longer Staples, because who knows if they're even still a thing.
Maybe we can buy it in the future. Unqualified Gurus Stadium. No.
I want to say it was somewhere like in the 800 or 80 million or something like it's a giant number.
They pay with SHIB and
Yeah.
Dogecoin.
Yeah, that's right.
That's how they pay for it. God.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're probably right.
I think I read that it was like really expensive.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And like it's just like I don't think like Staples, I think like Amazon probably killed it by now, so it probably does not have the money to like re-up.
Yeah, probably. And then
Yeah.
also like when I watch YouTube videos on my phone and I get ads, I see a
crypto's
lot
everywhere.
of crypto everywhere. I see the ad like 5 times per video.
Yeah.
Crypto. And I'm like, give me money so I could get into crypto, you know?
How do you even do that?
What, crypto?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's a lot of complicated stuff. You have to like create wallets and stuff, and like
So they actually streamline it pretty well.
Yeah.
So like it's kind of hard to, I guess, choose where you want to buy. I guess you can buy Bitcoin if you want to be the most
well, like
safest.
the biggest ones are on like your everyday platform.
Yeah.
Like, but like the smaller startup ones that people like, like the shit coins and stuff, like that's what they're called.
We could make our
know.
own cryptocurrency.
Yeah, you basically can. I think it costs like $300.
No, you could even. Well, I guess probably to register and all
like
those
to
things.
upload and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember that there was a story of, like some dude who literally I want to say it was called Scam Coin, and like he had created it, and like he thought it was like, it's a joke, and like he put it out. He told his friends, he's out like, oh, this is like, it's called Scam Coin because it's a fucking scam, and then like people thought it was funny, so they started buying it, and it shot up so much that like eventually like it ran its course like every shitcoin does. So it started dying down, and then like he lost a lot of his money because of course like after he saw the growth, it eventually comes back down because people realize that it's not.
Well, they try to sell it and no one wants to buy it.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
And then he's like, oh, we can make this for us, for the community, blah blah blah. Like after basically promoting it as a freaking scam. So I'm like, yo, dude changed his freaking mind real quick when he saw the money going down.
Yeah, well, I mean,
so we're gonna have our guru coin.
We could the Guru coin.
Mm-hmm.
Get
coming to you.
Yeah. There you go. Check out the app.
Yeah.
No, not yet. Later.
Yeah. Well, see, did you see how I was gonna intro the
Oh no, that was
Lifelong
good,
Friends,
man.
right?
I'm sorry that I
I'm
messed
telling
you
like,
up.
I had
It's because you
planned
didn't
it.
tell me, but that's good because
Yeah.
we're trying to be spontaneous.
Spontaneous, yeah.
Of course.
I mean, I could have ruined it by saying I'm only partly from there.
Yeah.
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 Well, it's because I figured, because I know I've always seen like you post like Dodger stuff, and I'm like, so you have to be from LA.
Oh, I'm in Belen, but yeah.
Yeah.
Like only my
Oh,
grandma's from there, but
Yeah, because you well, I'm in Simbel and over there, yeah, because you're from the next little town, right?
sort
I
of.
don't know if you like bleep it. You're from Poblado, no?
Well, my dad's from La Chona, and that's where we stay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
La Chona.
right.
La Chona se
The
mueve.
fancy one, okay?
Ah,
okay,
okay.
yeah.
She's like, I'm not for that little town.
Yeah,
I'm from the
we've
bigger
upgraded. We have a
town."
university. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, do?
Like a little college. Like think of like a San Jacinto, I guess. So it's
Okay,
not that
It's
bad.
bigger than Teocaltiche, no?
Is the
I
place
think?
really called La Chona?
Encarnacion de Diaz.
Okay. I
Yeah.
didn't figure
Nobody
it was
calls it
called.
that, though.
Yeah.
Everyone calls it La Chona.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Go look up La Chona on Google
I
Maps.
guess not La Chona University. That's why I was asking.
That's the library she's working in. La Chona Library.
It's LCU. Got
LCU. Oh, they have to do it now.
Yeah. Well, all right. Let's get into today's drinks.
get
you
into
guys.
it.
So since this is a very we're dealing with educated people. They don't throw down beers. They don't chug like they don't like. They're more educated, more sophisticated than us.
Stylish.
Yeah. So we decided that we're gonna go into some wine today.
Today we're gonna wine.
Yeah.
So you know what pisses me? Oh no, that kind of wine. That one. Got you.
What were you gonna say? What
No,
pisses
I
you
was
off?
whining.
Oh,
Come on, man. Come on. You gotta.
I'm telling you.
I always mess
So
up.
I bought this little cute sweater for my favorite wine. So I'm actually introducing them to this one. You can find it at HEB, of course. Hit us up,
Yeah.
HEB.
HEB,
Or sponsor us.
If you want to get more people to know you.
Oh yeah,
because
because you need
unqualified@gmail. Just in case.
Yeah. Well, this is 55 cartas, and they I think I've only seen like two major ones that they. Oh no, they have three. They have a rosé. Yeah, but I'm not too big on rosé, so today I'm showing them these two. I don't remember. It's a Cabernet. I never understood. I never knew how to pronounce that word. It always throws me off. How would you say that, Danny?
Cabernet.
No, I know that one.
Sauvignon.
Sauvignon.
Yeah.
I feel like I sound
saved
dumb
me.
as hell saying it. Yeah, and then it's a red blend. So this one's sweeter than this one. So we're gonna try both because it's not really a lot in there. So I bought 2 bottles. We got these really cool square glasses right here, and let's dive right in. Did you already drink?
Crying.
It's so good. She's...
my eye right now.
He was on camera.
I'm gonna have to zoom in on
How did
that.
that happen? Oh, it's because you lifted the pinky up and the pinky got you.
Because I was like, I messed with my eye, and now it's like wanting to cry, and I'm like, oh, he just said like he's recording.
She's helping
I'm not
us
even
with
drinking
content.
yet.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I'm just gonna drink now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You just like while you cry while you savor it.
Do you say salud with
What?
this?
Salud.
I don't know. Salud.
I'm like still crying. I can't focus.
Yeah. Don't worry, the camera's like solely on you.
Yeah, I mean,
At this part, we're not even gonna be in the video. It's
yeah,
just gonna be you.
It like zoomed in to see the tears of joy.
It's just my wine selection is so
Yeah.
beautiful.
I know it's. I hear the angels singing.
It just had to. She just smelled it, and she was like, "Oh my god, that's it."
good.
It is really
Yeah,
sweet.
you can pick up the smell from far.
Yeah.
Do you have to do like a little thing like that?
I mean, that's just like to air it out. I don't know exactly how.
How do you drink with style when it comes to wine?
Teach us.
Teach us, man.
I
So I'll
just
just drink.
I just
Yeah.
told it
I
like
don't
that.
know
I don't know anything special. I mean, I think the only thing that matters is whenever certain kind of stuff you need like a flute wine
Oh,
glass or whatever. I
Okay.
don't remember.
all right.
I'm not fancy. I'm not getting my doctorate like you.
Well,
two.
my mom,
Not yet. But okay.
Yeah.
my mom's cousin, they have. I don't think he owns it, but he works there in a winery in
Oh, yeah?
in California. And
That's dope.
we should get their wine, and then we rate it, because it's supposed to be good. But
Mm-hmm.
Should
don't
you
know.
really be rating wine
Family.
made by your
Yeah.
family?
Like, oh,
I would.
That's like an awkward Thanksgiving
Right.
dinner.
Okay,
If they-
well, take notes.
If they offer it for free, we'll do it.
Yeah. All right. I don't
All
mind
right.
paying the $10.
In shipping.
Yeah. All right. So final thoughts, you guys. Yeah,
Let's
start
have
off- start off.
our
Does your
guest.
eye hurt?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh no. You can. We give her an eye patch for the rest of the
See, I
podcast.
poked myself on purpose so that I could start crying now. So once we get to like Taylor
You can
Swift,
blame
Oh,
you know?
yeah. All right. All right.
I'll play it
that's
off.
Right. Yes.
All right. So you can't be giving away our topics yet.
Sorry.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. All right, Danny, you can start with your rating.
Oh, I'll start. Okay, then. I don't even know, man. I don't
Because
drink.
you're a good
I
boy.
don't-
Like the only wine you've
What
ever
does that
drank
have
is
to
at
do
church.
with good? Exactly. I drink
my
more-
joke, Danny. Stop walking over my joke.
Yes, that's what I do.
Yeah, the only blood. God, the
There
only,
you go.
the only wine he's ever
That's-
drank is the blood
that's
of
what you
Christ.
get.
That was my joke.
He is helping me ruin your jokes now. No, I don't know, man. I don't even know what kind of wine they give
What
at
did you
church.
like it or did you not?
No,
like
it's good. Look,
Yeah,
I'll take another
'cause
sip.
if you've tried different wines, you know there's dry ones. There's like some of them like
Aren't they all
straight up
wet
taste
because it's a
disgusting.
liquid?
Well, that's like the term. It's
Oh,
because
okay.
they're made from grapes. It's sour.
Gotcha. Okay.
I already finished mine.
I'll
So
give it.
probably-
Well, we know who's giving it a 6 out of 5.
I was the person in church going like this.
That's why she was at the end,
Yeah.
because otherwise no one would have any left. I'm gonna give it a 4 because I don't know, and you hyped it up, so I'm gonna assume that you made a good
I hyped it
decision.
up.
And then Silvia just like
Chugged
chugged
it?
it. So
Yeah, if it was nasty, she wouldn't finish it.
yeah.
Actually, story. When I was in the 3rd grade for Christmas, they served us, wine. Well, not in school, at my grandma's.
And I was in the wrong
I
class.
chugged the entire thing. And then I was like, abuelita, like, no me gustó. And she's like, no, pues tíralo al lavamanos, like, throw it away. And I'm like, oh, ya
Ya
no
me lo
terminé.
acabé.
She's like, why would you drink it if you don't like it?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not going to waste it. Like, what?
That's good that
Not
you
an
were
animal.
raised to be wasteful.
Yeah, this
Exactly.
is true.
So that,
Right.
We
yeah,
were
so-
grilled
Never
with
waste
that.
alcohol.
Yeah. So
Yes.
what do you give it?
I'm going to give it a 4 just because
4. She's had better. You had better.
No,
You think?
but I don't want to like shoot for
Oh,
5.
okay,
Okay, but you
and then-
haven't had better.
Probably not.
See?
But I feel like maybe it was colder because I tend to drink them a little like
Oh yeah, I don't know. Like this one doesn't say to keep refrigerated, and a lot of
yeah.
them like they normally like they let you know
They'll
ahead
tell
of
you,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
¿Y tú?
Another, well, of course, this is my 5. I've tried like freaking like a bunch, and like I've spent a lot of money on like a bunch of bottles I just ended up throwing away.
You know what happens to your favorite beer, right?
They discontinued
Don't
it.
you?
No,
Don't they get them to
I
cancel
found
that?
I found this one like freaking like like it's over a year ago, and now they moved it up to like the front, like wherever the food's at.
Ah.
So that's how you know it's good. Like HEB like certified it. So I'm gonna be a hipster on this one, but I found it before it was cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So if anybody like you're randomly shopping at HEB, pick one up. HEB, hit us up.
Join the bandwagon.
There you go.
Oh, and another thing I forgot to add, like whenever I was introing Silvia and like that we're from the same spot. I always thought for some reason like that I was the youngest in my class. Remember I told you that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot that you are, because she also has the exact same story that I basically did. Yeah, so it's because we're from California. We got a head start on everyone.
You migrated. Oh,
Yeah.
they had
I
to start.
migrated.
I know. Well, when I came to Texas, and they put me in the classes.
Yeah.
The math was in Mexico. It was way more
way
advanced
better,
than
yeah.
here. Oh yeah, I was like, this is easy. I might not know the language, but the numbers. Oh, this is cake.
Yeah.
And well, eventually.
Well, you've always been good at that too. So.
Yeah, but I'm saying like literally the things that I learned in like 3rd grade, I was in 6th grade here, and I was like, are you really learning how to add fractions?
And those morons couldn't figure it out.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah, but it was just like going on to like Sylvia's actually like the youngest from our class. Yeah.
I was a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have something to toast about.
Okay.
oh.
Britney's free.
Okay. For Britney Spears, right?
I
That's
cried a
what-
little,
Yeah.
without poking my eye.
Did you hear him? He's like Spears, right?
I'm pretty sure it's that Britney.
Okay. It's the wine. It's the wine.
Yeah. Oh my! It was like over a decade under freaking.
It was 13 years, if I
it's
remember the number right.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just messaged Oscar this morning. She posted oh my god, it was so pretty. So she posted this like random image she found on the internet, and it's like a woman's feet and like little baby feet, and she was just saying how she's like ready to have a baby.
Yeah.
Because they put the little, I guess like an implant or something, so
Yeah,
she
couldn't-
couldn't have
she
It was
couldn't,
like
babies.
yeah.
forced birth control.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
And it was
ridiculous.
just heartbreaking, like the fact that you can't even make that.
Yeah, and to be fair, like everybody owes her an apology, like because she was the butt of the joke for a long time.
What do you mean? Because
What?
I don't really keep up with like actresses and singers and such, so I'm a little
'cause
stupid and ignorant on that.
Well, like before, like mental
Middle
health
school.
wasn't
Okay.
really like recognized. Like people didn't really take it serious.
So when did it start? What age was her when she got
Well,
into...
she was basically she could be considered like it's like a teen celebrity because she started really
She
young.
started as a kid on like the Mickey Mouse.
Oh yeah,
Mouse,
she
right?
was right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like whenever she got into like the music thing and like and like as soon as they saw like an in, like the dad was like, oh you can't take care of yourself, so now we're gonna force you to be under the conservatorship. And what's funny, like Netflix literally just came out with a movie like this. I don't remember what it was
I
called.
think Hulu did one, and then Netflix was gonna do one.
Was
Like
it
there
the-
was
No,
a,
not even not about her.
not about her.
No.
The one about the kids?
No, so it's about like these two ladies who find old people who are by themselves.
Isa Gonzalez is in that.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, so she it's some
A
some
Mexican
gorgeous
actress.
yeah.
She's beautiful.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
repeat that again?
Isa Gonzalez.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. See, yeah. Look her up later on. She's gorgeous.
No, I'll look it up right now.
Sure. All right. So yeah. So like the premise of the movie is like they find like old people and then like they basically make them sign their rights away like into a conservatorship.
Oh, I can
And
see
they-
what you mean.
They sell all their things and stuff. So they, like
Don't look at the screen. Talk.
Yeah. No, but it's so good to hear that like she's doing better.
Yeah.
And hopefully she says that she wants to go after her dad. So hopefully they were able.
She's
to
gonna put him in a conservatory now.
Oh jeez.
That'll be
Behind
funny. The
bars.
backwards.
Yeah,
He's
behind
like
bars.
too old to take care of himself. Haha. Boom.
And throw him in the old person home and shit. Yeah, but pero.
Pero.
She says that the lawyer came out and spoke out and he says that the company in charge of the thing hasn't really released how much money they've taken from her yet. So of course big lawsuits on its way and hopefully they get back whatever they can. I doubt that they could ever pay them back with the amount of money she was making.
It's
But
interesting
not
because
just that. Oh.
sorry. Go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'm like not just the money, like the emotional trauma.
See.
Like,
yes, of course, there's
they
that,
took her
but that
kids
can
from
be
her.
can be paid back though. That's the
Yeah.
that's.
But my thing is, how do they even make this like valid? Like, if she started this as an underage, how is that a contract that's valid? Don't you have to be an adult to make that a contract?
So she was already an adult when they did it. It was like
she was already-
2006 or 7, and she
Okay.
had a breakdown. Like,
Yeah.
there was a divorce, and then
Okay.
she lost her kids, and so she broke down publicly.
Ah,
And this was kind of like they used all of this as evidence
As
that
it-
she wasn't mentally
Yeah.
stable.
gotcha.
But
okay.
I think she recently had an interview, and I sent you that about why she shaved her head. Like,
Okay.
and that
Yeah.
was like the butt of all the jokes.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
she
Because
shaved
remember,
her head.
everybody would literally like call her crazy and stuff, but no,
Okay.
she was just having like a mental, like an emotional
Ah.
breakdown, you know. And that's perfectly normal in today's day to like be recognized as somebody asking for help. But you know, back then it was just like she was like the butt of the joke
Okay.
while she was going through real shit. And
Gotcha.
so that's why I'm saying that, you know, people would like, you know, like we were so quick to make fun of her, they didn't really know the real circumstances that she was living.
And not just that, she did it so that like they would stop touching her. Like,
Right.
the fact that no
Okay.
one, she was like, I shaved my head because I was tired of people touching my hair.
Okay.
Like, she had no control of her life before the conservative, and then they hit her with that.
Okay. Yeah, she was trying to pay back somehow, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, but
Well-
you know, like she's doing better.
you know, of course, if it had been sooner, it would be better. But at least it's good.
She's
that
free, she's engaged, you know. You good there?
Yeah, and now she can have like as many children as she wants.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, for Britney's children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, moving on to other successful women, Danny. Like, I don't know if I added this to the doc, but Taylor Swift had an amazing week.
She had
You
an
know-
amazing week.
Yeah, like, well, it's
Right.
numbers wise. Yeah, and
Oh.
like Jake Gyllenhaal had a terrible week. so whenever Taylor Swift recorded her first couple albums, they were under a major label who, you know, like, you know, she was hoping that she could buy her rights back eventually so that they'll belong to her.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately for her, like they sold them to some other, I think Scooter Braun, I think that's his name. Yeah, so they had sold it to somebody else. So like she was never gonna be able to own her royalties because whenever you own that, you basically own like the whole
The money.
like with that section of the discography. So whoever owns it is basically taking in all that money. So if she couldn't buy it back because that dude hated her or whatever, they had like a vendetta. So what she can do, like she can re-record her albums and release them. You know, and under her own, and like now she owns her songs again. So that's what she's been doing. I think this is the second one, right?
Yeah, I want to say this.
So it's like she's re-releasing the old songs again,
Yeah.
like remaster, like in video games.
Well,
That's
not
dope.
remaster because remastering is like taking the exact same file.
Well, I was talking about like
Yeah,
video
she's
games
re-recording.
remaster term. Sorry.
Mhm. Yeah. So there, she actually has to re-record everything, and you know she did it. She put it out, and like she did amazing things. She like broke like her own record, which is like the
cool.
the highest woman streamed like on the day one.
Okay.
And like she held the previous record, so now she won over. She beat herself out.
Damn,
Yeah.
can you
So
imagine?
you know, with her having such I want to say rabid. Rabid sounds mean, but with her having such a rabid base that if anybody ever says anything bad, like they come after them. So with this, she released like an extended version of one of her songs. Right? What was it called?
Oh my god, I just blinked out. Sorry, the
You're the
wine's
expert.
Really...
We've only been talking about this all week.
It's the wine.
I know.
It's the wine.
All too well.
Yeah, that is true. Oh my god, he, like
She's-
making me look bad.
I just said it. Isn't it all too well?
Huh?
Isn't it all too well?
I don't know.
Am I losing you right now?
It's probably that. It's probably that. You have no wine left.
She grabs it. She's like, "Oh, Oscar, why are you being cheap? We gotta open the other bottle now.
It's already open.
We're gonna need another bottle. We're gonna have to do an HEB run in the middle of the podcast because we can't
HEB run.
we can't let our guests
It is all
down."
too well. See,
Yeah.
you know I'm not,
Okay. So
not
so
crazy.
she released an extended version with like a little video to go along with it. Yeah, and with all this, you know, of course, like it reignited the flame and the hatred of Jake
Oof.
Gyllenhaal, and I think even the other guy got some of the heat too.
John Mayer? Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody like
Dating
messaged-
minors. Well, I guess not a minor, but you know, still a child.
Oh yeah, he
Like she was
old.
still a minor.
Well, she was going to turn. She was 20, gonna turn 21, and
like
Jake
30
Gyllenhaal
something,
was already 30.
Okay.
So she was still essentially
like
a
my
child.
grandparents. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, well, somebody, like, obviously, it went to the point that they were even sending death threats to John Mayer and stuff.
Oh.
And, like, you know, so this story came about because he actually replied to them. He was like, everybody's coming after me. He's like, but do you even mean that? And then obviously, of course, like as soon as you reply to someone, they're like, "Oh no, I didn't really mean that. I didn't think you'd actually see it." Like they're not actual human beings. But you know, at the end, it just sucks because like it just everything reignited the whole thing. Is like they already moved past it. It's like 10 years after, but then y'all come and attack Jake Gyllenhaal and John Mayer again. I'm like, relationships don't always work out.
Okay, so
go after
she
them.
added lyrics that she didn't have before, and
Okay.
it's like something about like, and I was never good at telling jokes, but the punchline goes like, I get older, but your lovers stay the same, like they stay her age. So he didn't exactly like stop. He broke up with her, saying like, oh, there's the age gap is just too wide, and now he's 40 dating a 25-year-old. So it's like, are you serious? Like, you keep dating children who are the age of when you first dated me.
All right. You cannot say that. You cannot say that.
Well, I mean,
allegedly.
Young women.
You know, if we cut off the 25 part, we can make it look
No,
bad.
don't cut anything.
No,
Don't cut anything.
I'm not doing that. I'm just
This
saying.
is a
Young
comedy.
No, I'm just saying that I think they get with children. She's talking about like.
Don't repeat it.
Well, no, that's nothing wrong because the guy.
No,
if the guy was 20,
there is something wrong because
she would be 5. That would be like.
So not children, but
because
young
if you say
women.
that somebody's dating children,
You just
It
said
implies
it.
something
No.
else.
No, I said somebody. You can get sued for defamation. That's why we're just saying
Sorry.
allegedly.
I know, but
and this is comedy.
I guess that would only be if
You
we.
have
You're
the
not-
wine in there, but the
You're
wine
not
bottle down.
sorry. Serve me some more.
It's like the second time
It's
she
too
does
far
it.
away.
Anyways, don't date children.
Yeah, please don't.
Not literal children.
No. I we got you.
Not experienced enough. Maybe.
The thing is, he is old enough to the point where when he was an adult, they were children.
All I'm saying is like
At
when
some
you're
point.
rich and famous and you're in Hollywood, it's not really frowned upon because
Didn't we say that about
if that
Leonardo
were the case,
DiCaprio?
everybody would cancel DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Because
This guy.
that man
Yeah,
like
but
literally
he
would
did
like
die
if
in
you're
the Titanic,
anywhere
like, you gotta
near
give him-
25, you're getting dumped. Like DiCaprio's never dated a woman older than 25, which I think it has to do with like him wanting to stay young and hip.
You think?
Yeah, because imagine like being that old. What the hell do you have in common with a 25-year-old? Not to say that at 25 you can't be mature, but like
you can be
realistically,
mature.
like your goals are different. Like you're gearing up for fucking retirement. Her life is barely starting.
I mean, this guy doesn't even need to gear for retirement.
Oh no, he's
This
fucking
guy
set
has
for life.
this
He's
guy
set for
has
life.
retirement since he died in the Titanic, dude. Come on.
Yeah, we'll know
Oh,
when
my
he's
Lord.
ready to retire when like we see a girl older than 25.
I guess so.
You know,
I suppose.
that's
We
like
need
whenever
to
life is slowing down.
we need to invite DiCaprio one day just to see what he has to say. See, I have to. Well,
Yeah, I really liked Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
huh?
The movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Nah, no me lo sé. No, I don't know about that one.
Try finding it on
I
YouTube
think I
in
just
Spanish.
kicked the camera. I'm sorry, fellas.
It's all good. Yeah, we have a running joke because Danny won't watch like a movie until it's like in Spanish on YouTube
For
for
free.
free.
Without ads, too.
Oh my lord.
Without ads. You're that demanding.
No.
Yeah, that one. See,
Oh,
it's Brad
I
Pitt
don't
and
know. Oh,
Leonardo
okay.
DiCaprio. It was really good. I really liked the twist that they gave to it.
Ah,
Yeah.
well.
Did you like it?
Sorry, I'm trying to like.
Yeah, I think you need to slow down.
She just forgot all the books she's read.
Oh yeah, that's
For-
right. We haven't even gone
Is
into
that
the
what
main
we're
topic. Yeah. All right, bring back the list. What the fuck
Oh.
are we talking about today?
I've had a long life, okay?
Oh, are you Yo, want me to go into the first one?
Yeah, you do that one because
Okay.
you sent me
Yo,
that one.
so
and you
today
were all
I saw a video that really pissed me off.
Okay.
So there was like this like Hispanic lady who was going into like
Oh, she was Hispanic.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're about to find out how I know she's Hispanic.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I know why. I don't know why. Okay, sorry.
So
Go ahead.
I'm
I
guessing
know.
she was like in the cafeteria of like some church. You know, I don't know what kind of church it is, but there was a white pastor. He wasn't a priest, or it's probably like a Christian church.
It was a Methodist church.
A Methodist. Okay.
United Methodist.
I don't know what's
Church,
the
I
difference
think.
between them.
Me neither.
But
I
all right,
remember.
moving forward.
They get
So
married?
like the lady is like trying to eat menudo. That's how I know she's Hispanic. She was eating menudo, and you know she was gearing like she's getting preparing like her food. Like she's got the plate warm. She's about to put some oregano on it. And this freaking Karen's all like, "What are you doing with drugs?"
With weed.
Yeah. Exactly. So some dumb bitch thought she had weed in the church, so she starts making a scene. Like the freaking pastor has to come in, and like the pastor's the fucking asshole. Like, did you watch the video?
No, I didn't even know there was a video. I
would
I just
ask
came
her
through
a
the
question,
article.
and she's like, I'm upset. She's like, it's oregano, just smell it. And then, like, immediately whenever she was trying to answer,
And then when the pastor smelled it, he got high.
no,
Wait,
I'm just playing.
why would you put your weed on like menudo?
exactly. Well, to be fair, I did look. I was trying to find the
You
video
did try
for it.
menudo with
No,
me? Oh, just to see.
I was trying to find the story for you and a lot of recipes because like a lot of people are cooking with weed and stuff.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
like this,
I don't know if they do like the extract or whatever, but yeah, but like literally like like the pastor would ask a question. As soon as she's about to answer, he's like, nah, like, look, fucking cut her off. And I'm like, dude, just fucking smell it and you'll know it's not weed.
you would be able to, yeah.
Yeah, it was freaking. It was so irritating to watch that.
It was weird. I mean, I skimmed through the article when you sent it. It says something about inmates. Were they at a jail or something? Or did they,
I don't know. They were.
Do they have prisoners at church? What kind of church is this?
First of all, at what kind
Cult?
of what kind of method is jail? Do they have menudo?
I mean, that's honestly, if you're gonna go to jail, go to
It might as
the
well be a method.
go to the Methodist jail. They give you no cilantro, but you get menudo. So.
Yeah, and don't try to bring your own cilantro because
Yeah,
you're fucked.
I thought that was funny though that she brought her own cilantro.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. She's like, no, I ain't gonna
God.
have no menudo without cilantro. What's up with that? Hey,
What do you
Oscar,
think about this
give me
one?
some,
A little
dude,
sweeter.
because you guys are like, I need,
Whoa! I didn't even know that you were catching up to us.
dude, like,
I think the other one was sweeter.
What? I think you're drunk.
wait, I haven't tried this one.
Hold on.
Hold on, I haven't tried this one.
This one is the sweeter one. It's a lighter color too.
I see it the same, but
Yeah, but pour a little extra.
Well, I like
before
this one
Silvia
better.
Finishes it.
Okay.
Did you hear me?
I did. I feel attacked.
oh, it does taste different.
Don't. That's what it's for.
It's been a long life,
Yeah.
okay?
And we still haven't decided what we're doing for dinner, but we'll figure that out after this.
We'll have more wine for
Yeah,
dinner.
Danny, you have another story you want
Yes.
in the intro?
Well, actually, you sent me this one, but I thought it was funny. There was a big storm in Egypt, and it made a lot of scorpions come out, and like 500 plus people got bit
It's
by
fucking
scorpions.
ridiculous.
And the only thing I can think of is the movie of the Mummy.
The Mummy.
Someone opened that damn tomb, and that's it. Now we got a storm and
Yeah.
killer scorpions.
Yeah, exactly.
Some
Yeah,
people did die. Like 3 to 4 people died
Oh, really?
from the bite. Because I don't know if it was because of the storm they couldn't get help.
No, well, I can
But some people
imagine.
did
Like,
die.
imagine 500 people. You need to have antidotes and
Yeah.
at hand. So they probably ran out of antidotes.
Sounds like a movie.
It does. It really does. Like,
Hey, let's cut this
Who?
off and we make a book about it.
Right? Let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Who pissed off the gods?
I know.
I told them, I'm like, the end is near.
Okay. Like, y'all guys were talking about multiverses a while back, but like,
Okay.
so you know how last year crazy things kept happening and then like those
Oh.
murder wasps that just disappeared?
Oh, the wasps.
I saw that
yes.
meme that was like, who's messing, like resetting the timeline?
Oh.
And I'm just, I don't know if you guys watch Flash, but like Barry Allen needs to just stop because I'm
I watched,
tired.
like, the first 3 seasons. and-
My
Well, he's
dad-
always like, they tell
Yeah.
him not to go back in time. Yaiva.
It's because the thing that pisses me off about that show is like, oh, I'm the fastest on the planet, but I'm not. Like,
So-
in the next season, like, oh, I'm the fastest man on earth, but I'm not.
That-
And it's
But he
just like-
gets faster, okay? That's the point.
Oh, he
And he-
surpasses his limits.
And he,
like
and he
Goku
resolves
whenever he
everything
gets
with
beat up.
love.
Mm,
Okay?
See, what my
That's
dad...
that's the answer to everything.
It is, okay? They literally made him like the something symbol of love in their Crisis on Infinite Earths episode.
Oh, really?
He was, him and Isis.
You need to
Just
talk
the
to my
power
dad
of love.
because he loves the Flash.
Oh,
And the only
Bye.
thing I know about the Flash is when he watches it, and I'm like, what the hell? is
I
that?
love
You
DC.
know, I love it, and I actually really, really like the Flashpoint movie. That movie's amazing. Yeah, have you ever watched that one?
No.
God, you need to watch it.
The
Like
Flash.
We're gonna make you a list.
Flashpoint,
movie?
yes, yes.
I,
Well, first
man,
of all,
I have a
like, the
huge
thing-
list of to watch.
Yeah, well, first of all, the DC, like the animated stuff, like it's
Is the
so
best.
good.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
So
Okay,
good.
yeah, the
Like,
animated
no
stuff,
se ni
yeah.
se comparan.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
But like, have you watched the Red Hood? I have a
Space.
I have a bunch of them on DVD. I got you.
Okay.
Yeah, and,
Oh, well,
and I'm pretty sure you
perfect.
can find them on YouTube in Spanish.
Es todo con madres.
Hey,
We'll watch it in Spanish.
Yeah. All right, you guys. So it's getting to that point.
Egypt.
Let's go to Egypt. No,
No,
let's get
hell no.
no, right now.
I speak French. You know, I speak
Wait, no, I have
They
more
speak
stuff to
French
talk
in
about.
Egypt?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know
The
that.
France colonized everyone and their
You know,
mama.
I don't know why I thought you
at
were
that.
getting like your master's in like French and stuff.
I already got my master's in May, and it was in French.
It was.
It wasn't.
Don't ask me to
but
talk
You
in
told
it,
me it
though.
wasn't creative writing.
No, that was my bachelor's.
Fucking smart. I'm the most unqualified one.
She's like, I'm done writing
my-
in English. I need another language.
Right. No, so my bachelor's was in a double major, creative writing and anthropology with a French minor. My master's was in world cultures and literatures with a concentration in French.
Danny, do you have like cool like?
Nah, dude, let's just
subgenres?
keep going to the next topic. I just talk to computers. They don't even talk to me back.
Don't bring them in yet because I forgot I have stuff on here that I want to talk. Yeah. So, one thing that's really like bugs me like all the time. So, all right. So obviously, Netflix came out with a new movie.
Which
we call it Red Notice.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you watch it?
No.
So
Not yet.
the movie,
there you go.
the movie on itself is good. Like, of course, like it has to be good. It's Netflix, and it like broke like a bunch of records. But my only issue is like I'm kind of tired of seeing Ryan Reynolds play the exact same character in every movie.
Deadpool?
Yeah, he's basically playing Deadpool.
And he's always talking to the camera,
Yeah.
which I have not been doing.
Well, that's okay. It's
Yeah, you gotta know how to.
see, it's kind of interesting because he's the only one that does that, I think.
Well,
at
it's
this
because
point
right now he has like the whole like the market on being like a smart ass on like in every movie that he does.
he has the
He's
face.
the smartest in real life.
Yeah,
No, I
think
know.
that's
Like,
why.
I think that's
It's
kind of
him. He's
that
playing
that
himself.
that is the cool part about it, that he's actually being himself on the camera.
My favorite like piece of him is him singing with on that little TikTok.
The Will Ferrell one.
Yes,
Was it Will
that's
Ferrell?
my favorite. Something
Christ.
velvet blue or something like that. It's
It was
the
like some
best.
TikTok.
It's the best.
But point is, it's like
Anyways.
I just like like honestly like he's a good actor. Like
Yes.
the movies are good.
Yeah,
It's
you just don't like
I'm
him.
fucking
Yeah, I
sick
know.
of seeing them do the exact same thing on every freaking movie.
Okay, but doesn't The Rock do the same thing in every single movie? And he's
See,
in there too.
But the thing is, The Rock isn't like trying to be like his character is not like the freaking like the butt of the joke like every smart ass
yeah.
remark.
I think
Have you seen
that's
the
what Ryan Reynolds does.
Hitman's
Yes,
Wife's
Hitman-
Bodyguard?
Yes.
That movie, my brother hated it. He was like, "What?"
I
They
thought
were
the
shitting
fir-
on him so bad.
The first one was amazing. I like the second one. I think him and
They-
Samuel L. Jackson, because they're both freaking smartasses. Like
They
it wa-
adopted him. Sorry,
Yeah.
spoiler. I just she was like, "Mi cucarachi."
Yes.
I
Right,
just-
you can't say we have a thing against roaches here.
Oh,
he has
my
a thing
apologies.
against roaches.
I did not understand what was like. He was just not taking it seriously anymore. And I just
I love it. He's like, mi cucaracha. That is so good.
Now I need to go see it.
now everyone's gonna know I can't handle my wine. Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but the movie, the Hitman's Bodyguard and him and his wife's Bodyguard.
Yeah, I know
they're-
which
They're
movie
both really
that's
good.
it.
They're both really funny. But the thing is, on that one, you have Samuel L. Jackson being a smart ass back to Ryan Reynolds. So I think like the chemistry, like there's a lot more jokes because it's not like, oh, The Rock says something. Oh, here's my witty remark, and that's like the exact same thing that keeps happening on this movie. So now, like, whenever you watch the Red Notice movie, just like let me know. Am I the only one who thinks that it's getting kind of old
For
with
him.
Ryan Reynolds doing?
So
the
is it
exact
that
same
you
thing?
just like him enough that you want to see him play something different, or you?
Yes,
tired?
yeah, like I had no, like he's funny, like
Right.
like even if you follow like his social medias, like
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
genuinely seems like a funny dude. But it's just like obviously, like if you have like a good liking on social media, they're gonna freaking like sell the hell out of it,
Okay.
and that's basically what they
So it
keep
gets
doing.
old.
It, yeah, and sticking on Netflix. I got another topic.
Okay.
So, did you ever watch Squid Game? Jeez.
No.
No,
Yes, I'm not the only one.
biggest
Thank
thing
God.
on the freaking planet, and you too.
Okay,
didn't
but
bother-
Facebook spoiled it for me, so I don't gotta watch it no more.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what she said? Facebook's what?
Facebook spoiled it for me.
Ah, okay.
So I'm kind of waiting for it to die down a little so that I can forget and watch it. But I don't know why I'm complaining
it's
about
bullshit.
spoilers when I Google.
I
Okay,
I
yeah.
watched it the first day it came out. I had no one to talk to about. And
I
then the
just-
next
look-
week, everybody was talking
Everybody
about
and
it.
their mama.
Yeah, and now you're all like, I want to wait till it dies back down. So
To be honest, I want to be the cool kid who says like, "Nah, I never watched it."
nobody ever thinks you guys are cool. Like,
Don't
there's a
lie.
bunch
You're
of
not, you're
there's a
just-
bunch of people who
Wait,
are always
no.
on like, I'm not even gonna bother watching
Wait.
it because it's so big.
I just haven't had to. I have so many shows to watch. And
Okay.
I get.
read.
First of all, I get it.
Some
like
of
I'm
us
saying,
read.
I'm the most unqualified one. Like I'm not the
Wait,
doctor.
no,
I'm not.
no.
Way. I get
Hey.
it. Y'all are more busy than
No,
me.
it's
I'm not
okay.
important.
No, you. No, that's not it.
Up until last week, I wasn't employed. It's okay.
Oh, there you go. But I'm gonna throw this back at
You had
you.
enough
You have
time to
not.
watch it last week. It's been out for a long time.
You have not watched Game of Thrones.
There's
So it's
like
the
a
same.
million seasons, and the last one's complete dog shit.
Yes.
Just ignore the
But,
Starbucks cup.
but
and
if it's
okay.
like the last, imagine like if
Did
they
you
tell
watch
you.
it? Game of Thrones.
Bits and pieces.
Okay.
I watched like a bunch of episodes and then I'd like miss a few and then I'd watch again.
And then did you
I
hear
gotta
how
rewatch
disappointing
it.
the last season was?
Yeah,
And then you're
so
like,
I
why would
avoided
I
it.
finish it, right?
You know what? You should watch Outlander.
I don't think I've ever heard about that one.
Oh my God.
Outlander.
I think
So it's like a time travel magic kind of thing, but it's like it's set in Scotland. It's amazing. You should watch it.
Scottish Doctor Who. Gotcha.
No, not Doctor Who. No, it's about a woman who accidentally gets transported back in time, and it's set on book. It's based on books.
We're madness over here. We don't watch women shows, right, Daddy?
Well, there's a main character.
I'm
His
just
name is
kidding.
Jamie Frazier, and he's got an amazing
there
Scottish
is a
accent.
guy there. Please.
Of course, it's probably more for me than for y'all because he's
Now we're gonna
delicious.
watch it now just because of that.
But you have to watch it. It's a great show, but it's called Outlander.
I will definitely check
Let me
out.
throw it.
Based on books?
I watch everything that gets recommended to me.
Okay, let me take
Unlike
it back.
you.
Watch Game of Thrones except the last season. All right.
Just blink and act like it's not
how
there.
many seasons are there?
Como
It's 10 episodes per season.
Siete?
There's 7 total. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that sounds manageable. I'll probably
Yeah,
have
it's
it
an
done
hour
next
each.
week.
Yeah, now each.
No, I'm not gonna say that because that's
You can
like a
even
big
manage
commitment.
to get like that free. If you don't have HBO, just get the free trial and you can finish it in that week.
Well, Danny just got it, so I'll just bump it
Yeah.
out for him.
There you go. You
Nice.
can watch it on YouTube in Spanish. No, actually, I have the whole collection on Blu-ray.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I forgot I had
I thought he
it.
was gonna say he watched it in
Did
Spanish.
you buy the last one too?
See, I have the whole
Just so
thing.
you can watch it in Spanish?
My parents liked the show, so they wanted to see it in Spanish.
Ah, okay.
So I
see.
did watch a lot of it in
Yeah,
Spanish.
see, our
so.
joke didn't work out whenever
Yeah.
you freaking...
But okay.
I watch movies in Spanish too. It's okay.
There you go. See?
That Shang-Chi, I watched it in that Pasadena movie theater in Spanish. I took my mama.
In some movies,
There's nothing wrong with watching it in Spanish.
some
I
movies
have
are.
no issue. My only issue is whenever he says he won't watch it unless it's in Spanish.
No, that's not what I said. I
Sometimes-
said
And on YouTube for
no.
free.
I said that. Yes, it was the free
He's a
part.
student. You know how hard
Yeah.
it is.
See.
Sometimes the struggle's too real.
He gets paid to go to school because he's
Oh,
a
yeah.
doctorate, you know?
We don't have to
See,
tell. I'll cut that off.
yeah.
See, but they fund your
I know his
studies. They don't
situation.
fund your real life.
Oh, I know his situation.
You don't know me, man. No.
Yeah. Wait, I haven't even finished my whole topic, okay?
Sorry.
Okay.
So, all right, so you guys basically know the premise of the whole movie, you know?
Which
we
movie are we
talking
talking
about
about?
The show, Squid Game.
Ah, see,
Right,
see.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See?
like they play with
I've
squids.
never
Yeah, they
Okay.
play. Yes, yeah, they toss squids at each other.
Oh,
Yeah.
I gotta watch it now.
Yeah. So okay, so it's basically like a big attack on capitalism, and on this week, of course, like I don't know if you guys ever heard of Mr. Beast.
Mr. Bean? Yeah, the one
Beast? No, I hate Mr. Bean.
Ah, come on.
You know his
man.
daughter looks just like him.
Oh,
Just gonna throw that out.
pobrecita. Oh, Jesus
Anyways, before we
Christ.
get sued.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you know who Mr. Beast is?
Yes. Well,
Okay. Well, you know
told
who
me
Chrissy
about him.
Teigen is.
Yes.
The exact same thing happened. So these rich people have been like going online, like recreate. Well, not Chrissy Teigen. Chrissy Teigen just had the party, but Mr. Beast, like all the money he makes on YouTube, he like throws it back into his videos.
That's what we have been doing.
We make nothing.
There you go.
And I've been spending a lot of money.
Yeah.
So it's not the same.
We're negative. Dang it. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, so it's bullshit because Mr. Beast does not deserve like the flag he was getting. But like the main reason I wanted to talk about this because it's like one person said like it was only like a handful of people said stuff, and it's just like the whole thing with the Mike Myers being homophobic topic.
Oh, I heard.
It's just like it was probably a joke, and nobody ever showed the source tweet of like who originated that. So we can't even find out if it was a joke because that sounds like a joke. And like even freaking Charlemagne the God made like a whole video on it, like
It's annoying.
Yeah, and all it does is it makes like the community look freaking dumb,
Oh.
because nobody actually thinks Mike Myers was homophobic, just like nobody thinks.
I mean, he is a boomer.
Okay. Jesus, he might be homophobic.
No comment.
No comment. All right, we can end it there.
Jesus Christ. No, okay, I'm
Go.
just here because the same thing with Mr. Beast. Okay, Mr. Beast, so the reason they were giving them shit because, they're all like, oh, you clearly missed the point of what the whole show was about. Because it's about a rich dude making people compete for money. Because he likes to, like, he makes people compete and, like, he gives them a lot of money. And, people love it. It's really wholesome because even if you lose, he always gives you money. And like he literally has like a whole philanthropy channel and everything. So clearly he's a good dude. And like just because like 10 people said that, like they were talking shit about him, everybody online was just like, oh, he's canceled, and he's not really canceled.
All right, dude. We have a book guru, so
Oh,
let's
yeah.
make use
Yeah,
of
like,
her.
yeah, exactly. We definitely
Before
gotta
she
take
pokes
advantage
her
of this.
other eye out.
And she
It's
can't
still
read
in, okay?
anymore.
There you go. She healed. She healed. We're good.
Yo, thank God for Audible, huh?
Yeah. Take up for
You just
Audible.
listen to it.
Oh wait, before we get to it, I literally saw a post online, that said it's like, I wish somebody would make a podcast about rating books so I wouldn't stop wasting my tokens on Audible for crappy books.
So expensive.
Have you ever considered actually reading a book and selling it on Audible?
That's not what I was leaning towards. I was leaning towards like she could fill that void.
I know, but I'm looking for another void to fill.
Yeah, they
Okay, you have two questions.
Is this a rated R show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
cuss all the time.
I had a friend
I
who
think rated R is like
R for-
MA for mature
Yeah.
audiences. I had
Yeah.
a friend tell me I should make an OnlyFans where all I did was read.
Okay, that is rated R.
I'm gonna need a sip.
Let me know if y'all want me to.
I should have waited until
right.
you explained.
Follow Sylvia.
Sylvia on her
Follow
OnlyFans.
Sylvia at her OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Sylvia and books.
Sylvia loves books.
There you go.
Don't let your moms watch this, please.
Oh, I speaking of books, I saw a TikTok. Did you know that you're supposed to line them up with like the front of the book, not the seams?
Wait, what?
Whenever you shelve your
For
books.
OnlyFans?
No, I'm talking about like real books.
Okay.
You're supposed to like line them up not based off of the seams. You're supposed to line them up based off of the front of the book on the other end.
So they go like that?
It's because whenever you have everything off the seam and if they're pushed up against each other, eventually like the book becomes like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so if you have everything lined up with the opening of the book instead of the seam.
Yeah, but if they're digital, you don't have that problem.
Yeah, well, we're not talking about digital.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'm trying to like get along with the librarian over here.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just kind of organize them based on genre.
yeah. Well, it's because and it looks cool when the seams are all like lined up too.
Yeah, because you can
You
see
know.
them better. Otherwise, one hides
Yeah,
the other.
it's just I was watching a show when like this random dude like came out like they somebody showed somebody else's TikTok, and then like that's what came up, and I was like, what a perfect timing. We have a librarian coming in. Yeah,
Not a librarian. Okay, but I work
but you
at a
got
library.
hired at a librarian.
You-
Does that not make you a librarian?
No, so you actually need a master's degree in library sciences to be a librarian.
to freaking organize books.
Because there's a lot that goes into it, like
Oh,
knowing
like
how to
taking care of the
research.
books?
like
Well, because the library does all these resources for like the community, so I guess there's all of that
So
stuff.
upset.
And
And then you have to
researching,
figure out whether-
cataloging, the Dewey Decimal System, all of that stuff. You need a degree to be a librarian.
So all you need to learn to do is like be able to work an
So
Excel sheet.
I used to work
I
in
love
Family
books.
Dollar, and I knew where every product was. Would that be good enough for a librarian?
You
I can close my eyes
You
and
knew where
picture
everything was
Walgreens.
at?
Oh, picture Walgreens, the whole Walgreens.
PTSD.
You worked at
Wow.
Walgreens?
I worked at Walgreens for 5 years for $10 the hour. Now they're paying $15 the hour, and they're letting them go home early on holidays. Am I triggered?
Well, I was
damn.
$7.25 Family Dollar, and
I
then,
worked
then they
every
fire me. But
single
that's
day.
I've never
That's a story for another
worked like
You never
retail.
worked?
Yeah, ever.
yeah.
I'm freaking mantenido. My dad pays for everything.
Can I borrow your dad from time to time?
Wait, that's
I
not-
tried to prove a point. I
Yeah.
tried to prove
He's
a
my
point,
uncle.
and I
Yeah.
regret it.
Yeah. No, I've worked at Whataburger. That's my
Oh.
and then I got like warehouse jobs. I did work at the zoo for a whole summer.
Oh yeah.
But let's get back to books.
Books!
Let's go back to books. 'Cause
I actually brought books. Can I interrupt you guys for 1 second to say
Yeah.
something?
Wait, is it the book of the month?
Not exactly.
Are they
Oh, okay,
R-rated
yeah.
books?
Save the one for the last one for our closing.
This or
No, for
that?
the end of the episode.
It's what I was about to say.
Well, no, about the
book of the month. Okay, no. So, you guys were talking about Dante's Inferno. I'm
Oh,
very
yes, yes,
upset
you were.
that you guys have never read the book.
Okay, wait. Does it? I was thinking of
Played
using
the
my
game and
wait.
there's a movie.
Look, you guys, he's not some brave, strong, noble guy. He's a poet. Like that's the whole
He
point.
is on the game. I'm a brave, strong poet, and
He's a poet and he's arrogant as F.
Did you
Oh,
not
he
see
is?
how he uses the thing?
the scythe.
No.
He has a scythe.
But I was gonna
Oh,
say,
he has the Reaper scythe because
yeah.
he kills the Reaper.
If I get it on Audible, does it count, or do I have to read it?
I brought my book so you guys can borrow it.
So you're gonna read it for us.
There you go.
Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Can I be Virgil? Oh, it's only fans.
Fams? Like with an M?
No, she said. No, I said fans.
You said only fams.
Oh, that's for
It's
family.
family friendly.
Yeah. Okay. No, it's because she has one for the fams and then one for the. Dude, we need to patent that shit. Only fam.
We
So,
definitely gotta do that.
How did I not think
Anyways,
of that?
the Divine Comedy is I guess you could say a trilogy. It's like Inferno, Purgatorio, and Paradiso. And it's Dante's journey, you know, to heaven to redeem his soul. He's a poet. He's not some, you know, strong, muscular, shirtless man trying to. He only met Beatrice once in his life.
Oh, so that
and he was obsessed with her.
Was a lie. Okay.
They don't date. He met her once in his life. He became obsessed with her, and she, you know, cries to the Virgin Mary, and then that's how.
Did she go to hell or
no? She stays in heaven, but she cries to the Virgin Mary, and then the Virgin Mary goes to God, and she's like, "Hey, can you give him a second chance?" And so one, you know, Good Friday, he's swept to hell, and he has to travel from.
No, that's
it's amazing.
No.
Wait, hold on.
I get that that's actually what happened, but the freaking game is so much better than this.
No. It's actually really good. This guy is so petty. He was literally like, "I hate you. Let me put you in hell." Like,
God?
let me expose. No, Dante.
Dante.
He was like, "Let me expose you."
Okay.
Like, there is one circle in hell where he has a pope with his head flipped around, and the pope literally. So it's like the last pope, you know, the Catholic Church had, and he names the next pope. Who, when Dante wrote this, that pope was still alive. So he was throwing shade, like, "Bro, you're going to hell because you're corrupt."
Okay, that's
like
now you're like, hell yeah.
Whoever this is like a gossip column. Like, it's like, "I hate you, I'm putting you in hell," and it just makes me think, like, who would I put in hell?
So who would you put in hell?
Let me tell you.
Now we're here, you know.
Well, you better.
Let me tell you about high school.
You better get her more wine, because we're gonna be the ones to go to hell.
We are the
I think we'd all end up in hell.
You want to finish my glass? I want to stay on your good side.
Yeah.
I brought it so you guys can borrow it, and then we can have a book club.
Okay, see, I like that, but I'm actually really, really disappointed that it's not an action freaking novel.
I mean, people are being tortured in here. It's hell, bro.
Compare this to, you know, like the story we told. Exactly. Like I think he kills the death, and that's how he gets his scythe. Right?
Yeah, he kills death because he dies.
All right, look. Compare this petty poet who's talking shit.
Hey,
like
he
badass militant
He
soldier.
went to hell and killed the devil with a poem,
and he came back, to save his lover's soul, which it's more romantic.
But well,
I'm so disappointed.
This guy was just obsessed with Beatrice.
Yeah.
That's
like,
more realistic.
I love you. I'm gonna write you a book.
That girl we showed you earlier.
Isa Gonzalez.
I'll go to hell for her.
Well, I get sued if I say that that's all money.
Huh?
She's gorgeous, but if you look at pictures from like 10 years,
huh?
If you look at her 10 years ago, she did not look the same.
So this is fake?
Yeah.
I don't care. It's real.
She's not. Surgeries are not. That woman is stunning, and you know she's representing Latina, so I'm all for it.
Yeah, but you just threw that shade. Are you Dante?
She's not. You know, she's gonna be on Circle
on Circle Fake.
Fake.
Okay.
Wait, what? Okay, so we're gonna read Dante for Silvia's book club.
Yeah.
No, that's what we
unofficially.
I am so disappointed in Dante.
No, you guys have to read it. It's so good.
Yes, but I'm just saying, like, it's still a little disappointing. Like, if you've never,
he's a poet. You were really expecting him to have like these amazing muscles.
Look at me.
Okay.
And
I can write a poem for you.
Right? Yeah, he wrote songs.
True.
You know, you're gonna go to.
I mean, who knows? He could have been
brown cow.
10 out of 10.
Chow blau.
What the fuck?
Right? That's my poem.
What did you put in this, man? This never happened.
I was trying to keep up with Silvia.
I'm like, am I in hell?
Yeah.
I won't save you then.
You wouldn't go to hell to save us? How are you gonna do a podcast without a guest?
So he goes to hell to save himself. Selfish.
Damn.
Man, the freaking game is so much better than the book. And that leads us into our conversation today.
But that's because Beatrice loves him so much.
My segue.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go back to my wine. You're banned from this podcast.
I'm just gonna go back to hell now.
Go back to your book club.
Man, like, I'm gonna repeat it the exact same way. Man, the game is so much better than the book. And that leads us into our conversations for the day. We are gonna
play some games.
Yeah, games?
No. Sorry.
No. So we're gonna start y'all up with movie adaptations that just fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Excuse my
adaptations
my
from
vocabulary, but it's just like movies that didn't live up to.
She's gonna be like Dante's Inferno.
Like,
he was not muscular.
Look, she sat up, right? She's like, I'm ready to attack.
Ready.
She's ready to attack, man.
All right.
I actually have one.
All right.
All right.
Start us off.
Go for it.
So the Divergent series.
Oh.
The second movie. Just like they were just like, I'm just gonna ignore this character that's really important, take it out, and I'm gonna do this. it was so bad that Allegiant, the third movie, just did not
I don't
make
even think
any
I made
money
it to the third movie, to be
like
honest.
did
it
not
made
make it to the
absolutely
third.
no money,
Yeah.
and then they decided to make it a TV show, and
probably
it
'cause
never
of
got
us.
picked up.
Probably. I watched. I watched the first movie. Then the second one came out, and I was like, okay. And then the third one.
And if you
never
read,
watched
it
it.
has nothing to do with the ending.
Didn't
has
that one
nothing-
just come out because they had a big success with the freaking what the hell is that Mockingbird one?
Hunger Games? Yo, like it's crazy how time has passed. No,
Yeah.
Hunger Games was like the last movie was like in 2014,
Wait,
and Divergent was around
Hunger
then.
Games or Squid Game? I'm
Hunger
confused.
Games.
Okay.
Los
People
Juegos
have
del
been
Hambre.
comparing them. Are they really alike? I don't remember.
So
I
they're both
watched them.
dystopians because it was during that period of time when dystopias were really popular. And the Hunger Games was a massive success, and I think it did a really good job with like the characters and the story. Like that one actually succeeded. Divergent was a huge flop, and I'm sad because I like Shailene Woodley, but it's not good.
You like shaving who?
Shailene Woodley's
Ah,
the
sorry.
actress.
Isn't she like from like the pregnant mom show?
Yes, Secret Life of American
Yes,
Teenagers.
that one. Yes, see.
We're not all pregnant.
Yeah, you know, to be fair, most of my friends haven't had kids. Only one of them have.
All of mine have. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
As adults, as consenting adults.
yeah, of course.
I don't even have friends.
But yeah, Divergent just oh god.
And just because I can't get pregnant.
Come on, cousin, hurry up.
Nah, I don't know.
Yeah.
The world's dying.
Divergent flopped. Let's get
Yeah.
Okay.
How about for you,
So
Daniel?
I
Do you
have
have a
one
list?
because this is like one of the only book series that I actually read completely from beginning to end. Circuit du Freak.
Oh, I've heard. that
It was so
not-
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, if Divergence was bad, this was horrible.
Yeah.
This is so bad.
Did it even get a sequel?
No, they shouldn't. It should never get a
It
sequel.
should never get a
Yeah.
sequel.
See,
What
is
about a reboot? Like, just starting all
Well, if
over
they
again.
do a reboot, the story is good. The book
The
story.
vampire they chose was fucking terrible. It was the
I don't
guy,
even
It was the
care-
guy
look-
from Step Brothers. It just made no
the
sense
thing.
whenever I fucking saw that.
Here's the thing. Even if the actors suck, even if the actors were the best, they
He
ruined
does
the
not
story.
suck. He's a really, really funny actor.
That's what I'm saying. I don't care about the actor. The story got ruined
Yeah.
in this movie. They ruined it. It's what the thing that was supposed to pass in book 6. It was in this movie. Everything was
They
completely different.
Merge
Not
everything
even
together. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just terrible. Don't.
That's the bad thing of adapting, like, movies from books that you don't know if you're going to get a sequel.
Yeah.
So,
Uh.
going back to Dune, people are making fun of the fact that Zendaya has, like, 5 lines or something. Like, she barely even talks in the movie, and she was in all the promos.
My bigger critique was the Hitler stashes that they all were rocking.
Okay, well, people were just joking about the fact that she's getting paid so much just to show her face, and she's in all the promos.
She's a big draw.
Right, but she's not even in the movie. But that's because her character is so important in the future books.
Because you've actually read them.
Right. So, like, with Twilight, Jacob, like, they were actually going to recast him. So he had to get all buff, to be a werewolf.
Like Dante.
Yeah.
Look,
He had to look like a werewolf,
the
know?
The only good thing that came out of the Twilight series was the Paramore song.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That song
I
is
love
so
Twilight, okay? It's so bad, it's good.
You don't know
But-
the Paramore song?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's finally on Spotify, you guys. It took forever. I think I don't know if it was whenever it moved over to Netflix, like the
just
rights
got
were probably
big again?
like, yeah, like whoever was holding on to the rights probably didn't allow it to be like on streaming platforms, but now it's actually on Spotify. Yeah, I watched the Twilight films. I think like they were all on dates. Yeah, but I was never really a fan. Yeah, but-
They were so good, they're bad.
it's just like it's the easy cop out that it's like these vampires aren't fucking cool. Like Blade would have a fucking field day with them. Like
They play baseball. What's more American than that?
Football? I don't know.
It's a rhetorical question. But
well,
okay.
it used to be America's pastime. I
Oh.
think it's lost to.
It's a lost art.
to
Gotcha.
football. Yeah, to be
Okay.
honest.
We'll move on then.
Yeah, right. I actually didn't do too much research on which movie
You
adaptations
weren't
failed.
supposed to do research.
Why? Yes, we
You were
always
sup-
do research over.
Oh yeah, but you were supposed to just enjoy.
But what I did come up with was a list about movies that I didn't know were based off of a book.
Okay.
Okay.
So here are some that you guys might be shocked or
We're out of wine.
you nerd might know about.
She's about to start punching, man.
I'm trying to find something she can drink.
Find
Get
one.
her something.
it, it's
They
true.
have
Okay,
some-
go.
Do you want the Capri Sun?
We have some.
My land.
That's for heartburn. Oh, you did.
You're gonna need
I'm
it.
lactose intolerant.
You're gonna need it in a
Okay,
little bit.
go, hit me.
Okay, if you want the Capri Sun, there's some in the fridge. Yep. So to start off the list, we're gonna come out with a big hitter. Fight Club.
Ah, that's
Yeah, Fight Club was actually based off of
A book or?
Yeah,
A
like
graphic novel?
I was surprised too. I don't think it was a graphic novel. I think it was a book. Yeah, and like I was telling you guys, I actually recently watched Fight Club for the first time in my life. It has nothing like it has to do with fighting, but it's not the main.
You're not
premise
supposed
of
to
the
talk
movie.
about Fight Club.
Oh, you're right.
Why? Wait, what
That's
happened?
the first rule,
That's
Danny.
the first rule. The first rule of Fight Club is you're not supposed to talk
Oh
about Fight
shit!
Club.
I just. Damn.
You
Let's
never watched
move
Fight-
on to the
you
next
never
one.
watched Fight Club, right?
Maybe in Spanish in YouTube.
Club de Peleas.
No, I think he had another name.
You know they never translate things.
They don't.
No, no,
the
they-
The way
names-
they're correctly.
They changed the name on the movies a
Yeah,
lot.
for the movies.
Yeah.
Even though the dub is great, they don't.
Okay, number 2 on my list.
Ficha técnica. What the?
That's so bad.
Okay.
All right,
Okay, go.
number 2 on my list is Die Hard.
Ah,
Die Hard.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
yeah.
can see that.
Yes. Yes, it's
Yes.
based on an autobiography, isn't it?
I don't remember, but
Of who?
like I like to be honest.
Oh.
A guy
Like-
in jail.
Oh,
I,
okay.
I want to
like,
say I
wine-
read it.
Wine gets to me real quick.
I want to say he's Latino,
Oh, he is.
Mexican
Oh,
American.
hopefully he gets menudo. Hopefully he's in that Methodist
Hopefully they'll
jail.
fucking pull him
He's
over.
not
I
in
mean,
jail. If it's the person I'm thinking about, he ended up being a professor at like Harvard or Yale. He wrote his autobiography, and it was.
You're supposed to be our
crazy.
book guru.
Damn.
It's
It's
letting
been a
us
while that I
down.
read it. It was
Look,
a
I'll
Mexican
cut out
American
the
lit
she's
class.
drunk.
part.
She's drunk. Please forgive her.
Please forgive her.
Being a book girl doesn't mean that I have like the best memory. Okay.
Damn. She's a librarian.
Life is hard,
dude.
you know.
She's right.
She keeps records.
She's right.
Life is
All right,
hard.
moving on the list. Like I think you said you hadn't seen this movie. I don't know. Forrest Gump.
Ah.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, and apparently the story is a lot darker because you know, like Hank.
Dale.
What the fuck is his name? It ends in Hank. Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, he actually livened it up a lot, and it's actually like you know, it's more geared to like you know family friendly comedy,
Uh-huh.
but you know it's actually gets really dark. And I know in today's era, everybody hates the girl Jenny because she took advantage of him. You know. So it's sad, like whenever you look back at it as an adult, but whenever you watch it for the first time, it's funny, and it's not. What's the Mandela effect thing that they always bring up?
Oh,
you
that-
always forget
Yeah,
things.
it's because everybody thinks it's life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get, but it's actually life was like a box of chocolates, which makes no sense. Like the way everybody remembers it actually sounds better. Yeah,
That's Barry Allen messing with the timeline again.
I hate
Yeah.
the Mandela effect conversations. They're so dumb. They're like we just misremember them.
Everyone though? That's kind of crazy.
God damn it, we're not gonna jump into this. Shawshank Redemption is the next one.
Ah.
Okay,
You're-
that one makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah, and this is I think it's a Stephen King one,
probably.
which I
I've never read
didn't-
Stephen King.
Huh?
I've never read a Stephen King.
Well, I never read it because I think everybody complains about how boring his writing is.
Oh.
But like before the 8 remakes, I listened to it on Audible.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like 30 hours because of how long the freaking book is.
30
Yeah,
hours. That's a
but
good
you know, like you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I was still at the office, so I had time. All right, here's one that y'all might not know. All right, Jaws.
Huh.
It's so funny.
How did they write the little theme song?
The dun-dun-dun.
How did they do it? You open the book and you hear it? Oh, shit.
You open the book and it
There
jumps
are
out
books
at you.
that sing to you, you know?
I said that again?
The little children's books that you press a little button. and
Yeah,
it
they
sings to
have
you?
they have the little speakers.
That was
Yeah,
Jaws.
Yeah, and my very last one is Jurassic Park.
I've seen Jurassic Park books, but I didn't realize that it was books then movies. I thought it was movies and then
No,
books.
so originally it was supposed to be like he was writing about a kid who brought back a dinosaur back to life. But then the dude was like, that makes no fucking sense. He's like, it's going to be so hard to try to prove it. Like, or try to like actually envision it like coming to life. So he's like, I'm just going to make it like scientists fucked up.
Are they trying to bring the woolly mammoth back to life?
And
Yeah, I think I can see
saber-tooth
that.
tiger.
Yeah.
I think so.
I'm a big
Don't
fan
do
of
it.
Jurassic Park. Like, it was one of my favorite movies growing up.
Mhm.
But I don't think we should go down that road. It
Okay.
always ends up in zombies or
Or dinosaurs. Or aliens.
or
Well,
zombie dinosaurs.
oh, they need to do that.
What? Technically, they're from the coming back from the dead.
I guess so.
Yeah. Moving on, Danny.
Okay, well, I have another movie. Just because I read the first book,
Same.
Aragon. I don't know if you-
Okay. The
the
children's fantasy.
ending was just so different.
Okay, we're going back to which movies didn't live up to the hype.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just couldn't.
Did you read the book?
the first book.
So you're okay.
Yeah, and then
I think I also read the first book and I watched the movie.
okay. The ending was just different. It just didn't do it for me.
Mm.
Because in the first book, he's not an actual dragon rider. He's he's learning, but in the movie, he's like he masters it at the
He's a
end and defeats.
professional.
Yeah, say that again.
I'm saying he's a professional.
Yeah, somewhat. Like he becomes a pro really quick, and then he defeats the other dude.
Well,
in
that's-
the book, he
you
doesn't.
know that's a big critique people have about the whole Star Wars thing too.
Oh, really? I never
Yeah.
watched Star Wars.
And every movie with like a wild horse. There's a
Oh.
girl that's never ridden a horse before,
Oh, yeah,
and she
always
gets on the
knows how to
horse, and
ride a
she
horse. Yeah, and with
Oh.
no saddle too. Like
No saddle.
she's just a total
Yeah.
pro.
She has a
tames the
natural
wild
gift.
horse.
I never thought about that one, but that one sounds so bad because it's so painful. Have you ever ridden a horse?
No,
Not even in Mexico.
no, a pony.
You rode
Yeah,
a
right, a pony.
When I was
Have
little,
you?
Yeah, a pony.
and the only thing I only know because there's pictures. When I was little, that's it. I myself don't remember doing it.
No, no.
What about that mechanical bull? Does that count?
No, it definitely does not count. But that is fun.
Yeah, it
Not
is.
even the same animal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's true.
It's like, do
It
they have
has
a
no head.
mechanical horse
For all we
everywhere?
know, we could call it mechanical horse.
Okay. You know what movie was so bad it was good, other than Twilight? Okay, so I've been thinking. I really wanted to talk about this. So
Hey, bring it. Whatever
I
you
don't know if it was good or I was just hungover.
Oh, we're gonna let you know.
I was just hungover. But I had a wild night, 14 hours of like throwing up, passing out, whatever. So once I sobered up, Mexico, watching it in Spanish. It's
YouTube.
YouTube.
no,
With the buffering.
las compré pirateadas en el tianguis.
Oh
okay,
yeah, I know,
but
fucking,
I'm saying that
15
in
pesos and
Spanish so
stuff.
you don't translate it and I don't go to jail.
We'll
But
put subs, don't worry.
it's The Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead, and it was directed Rochelle Mead.
That's so familiar.
It was directed by the same people that did Mean Girls. So they like kind of promoted it as like Mean Girls meets boarding school meets vampires.
Oh, gee.
And the cast looked like the characters were supposed to
Look it
look,
up.
but it was
Vampire
so
Academy.
like
What's the name?
it's so bad it's
Vampire
good
Academy.
that I watched it hungover and
That
then I
sounds like a
watched it
Disney
again.
movie.
But it's like a very like a chick teen flick, but obviously it didn't do too like they released it on Valentine's Day, so it didn't do too good. But it was so bad that it was good, and I ended up like donating to like crowdfund for the second movie. It didn't
It
happen.
didn't happen.
But-
do you get your money back?
I got
when
my
you
money
left?
back,
Ah,
okay?
okay.
But I read the books. The books are amazing. I've read them like so many times. I'm obsessed with that series. And the
Yeah.
movie has nothing to do with the books, like honestly, but it's so good. And like
Well, I mean, at least you found something out of it,
right?
Yeah.
Because I already knew about them, but this like made me want to read them. But the playlist is, it's on Netflix. It's so
yeah,
good.
Yeah, it's pop up right now. This honestly like leads me into the thing is like how like we're mentioning that titles don't really match up
Oh.
in English.
Yeah, they don't translate.
I saw a vampire movie in Mexico called Efecto Vampiro.
Okay.
Yeah, and I want to say maybe Jackie Chan is in it. I don't know, but I
Vampiro.
can you Google up Efecto Vampiro just to make sure? And like it's so freaking good that I wish I knew the name of it in English. Yeah, and I know it has nothing to do with books, but let's see.
It's called the Twin Effect. Oh,
Twins
Vampire
Effect.
Effect. Yeah.
Ah, it is Jackie Chan.
Yeah, it is Jackie Chan. The Vampire Effect.
Yeah, that one's really good. Oh, it did translate good.
Yeah.
See, so
that
I
one
could,
did.
I could eventually watch it
You
again.
remember Evil Dead? We talked about it last time.
Yeah.
In Spanish, it's called El Despertar del Diablo.
Has
The Awakening of the Devil.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with Evil Dead, but that's kind of.
Did you look it up?
Yeah,
You
the
see it?
twins effect.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually really, really good.
Okay, so we talked about movies that just flopped, but any other movie book adaptations that sort of started to do good and then like the sequel came out or the ending came out and it just kind of went downhill? I have a few listed.
Well, I think if we were to actually talk about it, people normally hate the follow-ups to the first one.
I guess
you can
so.
say that about any single movie.
Right,
You know?
but I'm just trying to light it up from before, which we said this one sucked. Even the first movie, this one was like it started decent
Yeah.
and then it went downhill.
Wait, question: did you think the Twilight movie, the last one, was good? Nothing happened. It was all a freaking
Okay.
vision.
Right? Okay, so
I went to the theater. That was,
it was
so mad.
okay, but at the same time, I was like, "What the hell is happening? Like, this was not in the book."
It wasn't?
I was furious. That was the vision. I don't know where that came from, but I was like about to get up and like protest.
Have you ever watched the Twilight movies?
No.
I went.
Not even in Spanish.
I went.
Salen a cada rato.
I know, but I have not watched them.
Silvia's one of us now.
She's gonna start reading books in Spanish.
I went on a date.
Sometimes.
And like the movie, like it's not even a spoiler. It's so old. You're not gonna watch it, right? Like it's all a vision. Nothing happens. There's no big fight. There's nothing that like everything you thought
Really?
was probably cool.
They're
that could've-
vampires. They're supposed to fight.
They were like in daylight,
Oh, that's why it's
right?
called
It was
Twilight.
like foggy outside.
Ish, yeah.
Yeah, it made no sense.
No, because I'm sitting there watching this and I'm like, did they read the same book I read? Like, what? No.
See, so I think that might be one, Danny.
Okay, well, I didn't have that one because I have not watched Twilight.
But
and
then again, it didn't flop. I mean,
it
money-wise.
is true. I heard people.
Yeah, those movies were freaking killers for.
Were they really like chick
teenage
flicks,
girls.
or that's just their fame?
Yes, their bread and butter was like these teenage girls.
There was a lot of older women into Twilight, actually. Like, a lot of, like, moms. And that's how, like, the whole 50 Shades of Grey thing
What
started.
the hell are you doing?
Pouring my Caprison.
Prison?
See,
Sylvia drank all the wine, so look what Danny has to
I
go
was
through.
when the emergency arises, you have to go with what you can.
Yeah,
And I don't want the people to know that I don't have wine, so I'm gonna have to pour it.
you're
Here.
trying to get the flavor out.
See,
Oof.
can you imagine
Swirl
wine
it
with
like
Capri
this
Sun?
and maybe it'll...
Yeah,
You're
Pick
right.
up some of the texture, the taste.
This is how I pee.
Jesus Christ. Moving on, continue. Yes,
Well-
so a bunch of old ladies and a bunch of young teenage girls.
Old
loved
ladies
Twilight.
were really into Twilight, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did you ever watch any of them?
No, I think I started watching the first one, but that's about it. Look, it even has.
Did
a
we talk
spoon.
about Twilight already?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, it's
think we
because
did.
it's because in case I didn't say this already, the Paramore song is on freaking.
Oh yeah, you did mention that.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We've been drinking, all right, but the Paramore song is on Spotify.
Yes. Well, back to topic. Out of Twilight.
Yes. What movie did you think sucked?
Maze. No, I didn't think it sucked. It just kind of went away. Maze Runner.
Maze Runner.
Yeah.
I don't
Like-
think I've actually seen that one.
Yeah, like I don't
Really?
think they only
Yeah.
had the first and second movies, and that's it.
No, there's a third movie.
No, they didn't make. They make
They
the third
made a
movie. Wait, how many books?
Daddy, you cannot say that the movie sucked.
Wait,
if
well,
you
their
haven't seen them all.
advertising team sucked then, because I didn't know about the third movie. They have a third movie after the zombies.
Yeah,
thing?
I think
The zombie what?
They have zombies
there
in
were
the
some
second
like
movie.
weird-looking zombie-ish kind of people that were infected, and yeah. But no, there's a third movie, and that's how it ends.
Zombie.
I want to say that it's a trilogy.
Oh, I didn't know. I've always waited for the next.
No, there's a third movie.
Well, I have another one to watch. Salud.
I'll find it on YouTube for you.
In Spanish, please, por favor. Thank you. Well, okay.
I remember the trailers for. No, wait. What'd you say it's called?
The Maze Runner. Dylan O'Brien is in it.
I'm
It's
not.
a guy that
Him?
runs in the maze. Literally.
Yeah.
Like he goes with
Is
the
he running
title.
from the Minotaur?
Only
No.
in the first movie. There's no maze in the second one.
Well, they're still running, right?
They're leaving. Yeah.
I think I saw. I remember the trailers when it was coming out. It looked like it was gonna be good, but
I enjoyed it.
was it good?
I enjoyed it. But it was not. It didn't have a hype.
It goes on the list.
There were some issues with the author, so I think maybe that's why the third
Who wrote it?
movie.
Oh,
Jay Dashner, I want to say.
What is it with these freaking authors ruining
Right.
Well, because they're
careers?
famous, dude. What are they gonna do with their lives? They need to get in trouble. Have some adventure.
Have some fun.
Okay, hey, it's like us. We're now having fun. Look at us.
Yeah.
The other one, okay, I'm sure this one they did not continue it.
Okay.
Percy Jackson, right?
Yes and
yes.
no.
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
What do
So,
you mean yes and no?
There are two movies.
Yes.
The second one flopped.
Yes.
I suppose.
I agree.
But Disney Plus just picked it up, and the
Ah.
script is being
With the same
finalized.
actors and
No,
everything?
no, obviously
how
not.
many books were there?
There's 5 books.
See,
Okay.
I think you can consider that a flop.
Yeah.
I think,
It's good, look-
we're going into technicalities with
Yeah.
revivals.
The
but-
first
Yeah, it's
movie
a
was
revival.
okay. The second
Yeah.
movie, I think
Yeah,
it got
I
too
remember. I
childish.
remember the first one was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it was not bad. But
I
the
think the
second one-
actors were way too old for their characters.
I think so. I there's something weird about it, but I know that flop.
Adults playing teenagers, you know.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Oh, come on, but that's basically like everything because like in order to film movies, they have to be older than 18.
Well,
Unless
okay.
they have to abide by different
I know,
laws.
but like, look, Frodo played a tiny dude, and it's fine.
Frodo
They did it
Oh,
right.
you know that the he lives in
in the Hobbit land.
No, he's actually here from Texas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went one time. We went to
Dang.
what the fuck is that school? I think I want to say Austin. Yeah, we were in Austin. We went to Austin
UT.
because one of our friends, she was running a marathon, or not a marathon. It was like a little. what do you call it?
Decathlon? No, that's
No,
that's
you're
academic.
such a nerd.
Triathlon?
No, it was just like a small, like a 3-mile one.
Yeah, a marathon.
No, a marathon's 26.
A 3K? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Well, something
3K.
like that. Yeah, I think that's best. But a decathlon.
I don't run, okay?
She's like, I only know the terms. That's it.
So on the way back, we left early in the morning. We stopped at a breakfast place, and like I'm walking in, and like some I see a short dude walk by me, and I'm like, is that Elijah Wood? And then like I wait a while, and like he ends up going into the restroom. And then one of our friends comes out and he's like, man, I blew that shit up. And then I'm like, Frodo just walked into your fart.
Wait, so this guy walked through Middle Earth and he still goes and run?
No. So eventually he came out, like, unfortunately he went through what he went through. But, then I see people taking pictures with him.
Okay.
And me being such a huge Lord of the Rings fan, I was like, I'm like, he's eating breakfast. I'm too respectful to go and try to interrupt that. But yeah, but he's from here, from Texas.
That's crazy.
You know what the worst part is that probably they weren't even taking pictures with Elijah Wood. They probably thought he was Daniel Radcliffe.
No.
Because they talk about how they're always getting confused.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like Harry Potter.
Yeah, that's kind of a foreshadowing, like what's coming.
What's coming next? Okay, well,
I'll
this
let
one,
you finish.
well, it's just Percy Jackson. The other one, this is not from a book, but it's from comics, and this is just my personal hate on, and that is Avengers Endgame. Okay, so one of our high school teachers, which I won't name, to get her to. Yeah.
I'm like imagining this is your face.
Oh, that's what you get. Anyway.
I didn't get to see it, but it's gonna be in the video.
I'm gonna zoom in that.
You just shouted at you.
Anyways, I posted
We're
on
so sorry. This thing's such a train wreck, but it's so funny.
Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive,
Yeah.
especially Capri Sun. But I put on Facebook that Infinity War was a better movie than Endgame, and she came at me on Facebook. She was like,
I need a quick refresher. What happens in the first one?
It literally is just
Everybody
Thanos,
dies.
half of the universe
Oh, that's
dies.
whenever he gets the okay. I remember
But
that.
literally, the
Yeah.
whole movie was like 2 days, like 48 hours of like Thanos
Basically,
coming in.
Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, because of how quick it happened. Got you.
Oh,
See?
okay,
Yeah,
well.
man,
Just flew over their heads.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Read
at
more
the end.
books.
Yeah.
Read-
All I'm saying, I'm still disappointed by Dante. What a bitch.
Well, you need to read it though.
Yeah, we're gonna find out what happens. But yeah, look, I can agree there was a lot more action on the first one. Like, what was it?
It wasn't
Infinity
just
Wars?
the action, but they
You
try
know?
to pack too much in one movie. It was long. I don't mind a long movie, but that movie should have been like 2 or 3 movies.
Well,
I think one
Yes
movie
and
of them
no.
going back in time and that whole arc, and then another movie. Because Thanos, everything was revolving around Thanos, and then they just snap him out in the last 30 minutes.
Well, it's 'cause
like,
you gotta
really?
think about
I
this.
don't even know
This
who
has
you are.
been brewing for like freaking 10 years, you know?
Yes.
So it's like you can't really have another trilogy at the end.
But it's not even a trilogy because Thanos only shows up in those 2
no,
movies.
because you were saying that we can make that they should.
I said they
make
squeezed
it
too much
3.
content that in order to lay it out, I think perfectly, they needed more time, and they were not going to squish it in one movie. And it's the same problem that Game of Thrones had on the last season. You had all this hype about the zombies, and then they killed them in one episode. No, wrong, bad.
Well,
Whatever
to be
those
fair,
guys are.
wasn't it because like the directors got offered like a big movie? Wasn't
They,
it
they
Endgame?
only
Wasn't that
well
the- was
they
that
went
the-
to Star Wars, and all the people who wanted the Star Wars said no, fuck them, don't hire them, fire them, we don't want them to ruin Star Wars.
And they
And I
did.
think the consensus is that they kind of did also.
Well, to be fair,
Anyways.
which one did they do? Did they do the Return of the Jedi or the one? the
I
last
don't
one?
know which one they did. I honestly don't know.
It's because the second one was a fucking train wreck, but I don't think it was them. I think they were probably sent to like probably
Yo no
clean up
sé.
the mess.
But who cares
Um,
about Star Wars?
I do.
The whole point is they ruined Game of Thrones. They could have had one of the best TV shows in history,
I
and
think I'm in the
instead
wrong
they're like
podcast.
they took the money and run like that guy from the art. Okay, that's what they did. But
So does Breaking Bad still rank higher?
yeah, in the end it did. In the end it did. I think so.
I watched that one.
Yeah, at the end it did. But I'm just like, look.
I still can't stand the fact you're drinking Capri Sun out of the wine glass.
It's white wine, okay?
You're so fancy.
Thank you. But anyway, she came at me on Facebook. She was like, how could you say that? And then I said, it just was better. And she's like, you must not be someone who read the comics. And then I said, you're right. I didn't. However, it was advertised to me, and I paid to go
Who
see
has
it. So I
over
can
half of
criticize
a
it.
million reviews on Google?
Exactly. I am qualified to go and say, well, it's not that the movie was bad, but it was boring. I found it boring.
There was
I'm
a lot.
sorry.
There was a lot of
A lot of
parts that were-
exposition. Yeah.
And look, Game of Thrones did not have any action. When you rate it as an action TV show, it was boring. But the story was great.
That is another reason also why you like it. Literally, whenever you explain it to me, that all the fighting action scenes, like they're like, we're gonna go to war. And
That's on the first
cut
few
to the
seasons.
end.
Yeah, on the first
know?
3 to 4 seasons, they skipped the fight.
So it's like before they got any major money.
And then the last 2 seasons, even though the last season wasn't good story-wise,
Yeah.
the fight scenes were like amazing. You can watch those episodes standalone. You don't even have to watch the show. Just watch the episode. You'll enjoy it
Okay.
because it's good fight scenes. Anyway, so she got mad at me, and I was like, well, I'm mad at you now. And
What didn't you like about Endgame?
Okay, so I think the problem is that they just spent way too much time trying to explain how time travel works.
okay,
And it's like, if you've read comics, if you've watched other
Not
superhero
only that,
shows,
like, comic book movies are geared towards older people who have definitely seen Back to the Future.
right?
Yeah, so it's
So
like
you don't have to explain. And that was like, I think we talked about it, or like just us, about Loki. Like, you don't have to explain the multiverse. You don't have to explain
Yeah.
how time works. Like, I understand. Like, I love Hulk, but this whole scene of like, hey, what if I take me out of this timeline and put me over? Like, no, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
They'll just watch it and they'll understand it.
I
And
started Loki and I fell asleep during it. And at
the
that
first
point,
few episodes are just...
I was like, I'm not gonna continue this. It was so boring. I did not finish it.
see, for me, it's interesting because I'm kind of the opposite a little
You
bit.
liked it?
Well, because there's like 5 years that pass by after Thanos snap, and it's like, yeah, we're dead, we're done. And then this
We're dead.
tiny ass dude comes and says, hey, the time travel is possible. And then suddenly Tony Stark figures that out overnight, and he's like, let's go. Like, come on,
He
man.
needed a tiny man.
I know, but
Like,
well,
the little angel and the devil speaking to you on your shoulder.
that's
It's
it.
actually
what I
just
meant?
Paul Rudd.
that's Paul Rudd.
That's what I imagine.
I'm just saying.
That's like
That's who talks to me.
so you
I-
imagine Paul Rudd on your shoulders
out of
telling you.
anybody you can imagine, like Jiminy Cricket.
Jiminy Cricket.
I go with Paul
You
Rudd
pick Paul Rudd over
Why
him.
Paul Rudd?
because he's the sexiest man of 2021.
According to People magazine, right?
Yes,
Who reads that
No,
magazine?
no.
they're never
The-
wrong.
No, wait.
Did they make a movie
We're
about
gonna
that
have the
magazine?
same consensus people had about the previous one, which was it Blake Shelton last year, or was that the year before?
Blake
I don't
Shelton
know.
at some point, and I don't know. who voted.
Wasn't the
COVID has killed my whole time frame.
what's his name? Something Alba.
No. So the whole thing was,
forget the
how
names.
can Blake Shelton be the sexiest man alive in a planet where Idris Elba exists?
Right.
So I'm gonna throw this back at you with, how can Paul Rudd be the sexiest man alive when there's like a million other hot dudes out there? And and if we're talking about people acting, I'm all like, then I would throw onto the battlefield Oscar Isaac, my tocayo.
Okay. One, do they try to have the same guy? Has anyone ever been repeatedly voted as sexiest man on earth? Maybe they're just, not.
I do not follow this. Like, it's not my
Oscar
thing.
has,
It's just,
I
like,
feel like
his-
Oscar's
I have
been
every
there
magazine.
before.
I have every magazine like on the wall.
His room actually has them all, like,
the last 20 years, like, yeah,
Except
it's no
for the
repetition.
Blake Shelton one, because I was
Right,
upset
you
about
were like,
that one.
wrong.
I threw sangria on
Only
it.
Gwen
See?
Stefani thinks that.
Can you imagine? It takes 1 year to go from sexiest to not sexiest. Like, you age that fast.
Okay, so back to Paul Rudd. I love him. I don't think he's aged a day.
Well, he has not.
I feel like he's like this like little adorable golden retriever. Like, he's so sweet and you want to like hug him.
But
so maybe he's not the sexiest man on earth, but he's
But
like
that's his title, though.
he's
First of all-
kind.
And here's the thing. He ain't even above 6 feet tall. What happened to the whole thing? He's like this tiny man in the movie.
I've dated nothing
Not
but
only
short
that,
guys.
you called him a dog.
Okay, golden retrievers are adorable. Okay?
Yes, but
he's
like
loyal.
look. Whenever we say
They shed hair too much.
No,
Okay.
I was like, whenever we say all men are dogs, not we. Whenever
Okay.
women say all men are dogs, that's not a compliment. It's not.
She took it like a compliment.
It's not.
I thought it was a compliment.
And if we are, Danny, what kind of dog would you be? I view you like the Lady and the Tramp dog. You're the tramp.
Oh.
Because you're a player.
Thank you, bro. I'm in the streets.
I'm the Beethoven dog.
Which one?
The Beethoven.
Oh, the
Saint
Beethoven
Bernard?
dog. dropping saliva everywhere.
No, the same Renards.
Yeah, Saint Bernard.
Anyway.
Yeah. See, we turned this into a positive. Woof.
She's like, no, it's Chihuahua and Bulldog. Period.
No.
I'm the bulldog.
Yeah, I don't think you need to clarify that. Perhaps for the people who are listening only.
You're okay with being a Chihuahua?
I need more white wine.
Wait,
That's such a cliche, though.
Is that racist?
It's such a stereotype.
Wait, not because I'm Mexican, because
Yo
I'm
quiero
short.
Taco Bell.
I'd rather be a cholo. Like,
Oh, the Cholo Squinkle? Yeah, those are
yeah,
dope.
those are cool. Have you ever seen those?
The what?
The cholos?
Cholo Squinkles? The hairless dogs? The ones from the
ever-
Aztecs and stuff?
The movie.
Oh, the
What's the Mexican Disney movie?
Coco movie.
Coco.
The dog.
Oh,
He had
the
the
little.
dog.
Oh,
The
my
hairless
lord.
dog.
Yeah, that one. That one's
Is that
it.
Danny?
No.
Yeah, that's me.
That's what you're saying you are?
Then he
Yeah.
becomes an alebrije.
But I do have hair. Look, a lot
yeah.
actually.
Yeah, our family's blessed, thank God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we ain't going bald.
Yeah, we're not
that's
gonna
for
go
sure.
bald anytime soon.
But it's expensive. We gotta get a haircut.
Wait, we gotta get back
Anyways,
on topic.
back on topic.
Back on topic. And no, Paul Rudd is not our topic.
She's imagining the two Paul Rudds.
Yeah.
She's like, I'll just go with both. Whatever.
Yo, freaking
Both
Jiminy
of them
Cricket
can
would
talk
beat
to
his
me.
ass.
Say that again.
Jiminy Cricket would
Oh
beat
yeah,
his ass.
he will. I think he would, especially
Yeah.
after our episode on Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would.
Did you ever get to see that?
No.
Yo, I was terrified of that movie. Whenever he gets turned into a donkey.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's.
All right. So I say we take it from bad movies to good ones. Like basically, what movies make you want to read the book? You know.
Well,
Like-
I would take it back to Game of Thrones, but I don't think they'll ever finish the book. Or if they do, it'll take a long time, and by then...
Is
new
he
stuff-
writing books for the prequels?
He's right now doing another HBO TV show based on what happens before the Game of Thrones show, like 1,000 years before, or something like that.
Well, that sounds pretty cool. Hopefully,
Yeah, I mean...
hopefully if he has more control, I'll probably watch that.
This guy wanted to add another season, and then the other two losers was like, no, we gotta go and make Star Wars and ruin that one too. So whatever.
I'm guessing he really doesn't like Star Wars.
No, it's not Star Wars. It's the producers.
guys, the
No,
guys.
I mean Star Wars. I mean, yeah, it sucks, but it's all right. I know I'm just playing. Tell us.
Swear to
Everyone
God.
on subs right now.
Yo, this is the end of the Unqualified Gurus.
We start hitting the troopers outside.
How about you? You have any movies? Well, I mean, you probably read them all by now.
Right?
Yeah.
But movies that made me want to watch the books.
No, watch the book.
Well, see that I never thought
They
about that.
poured too much alcohol in my cup.
She's
Okay?
in at another level right now.
I'm not here anymore. Paul Rudd keeps talking to me.
Oh, jeez.
Ah,
A lot
hijacked
of
us.
Neil Gaiman. I don't know if you watch like Good Omens on Amazon, and then I think American Gods is probably on
I've seen the
HBO.
trailer to that. I think everybody says that it's a good show. It's good.
So it's all based on books. I mean, I want to read the books. You know, 'cause I've watched the shows and they're pretty good.
Yeah. Well, this whole thing stems from the simple fact that everybody was complaining about the Dune thing. So I think that like, because genuinely, like, I did not hate the movie. I think like I would like to know more, and the Kiakia that they make another one. I'm like, might as well. That one pushed me towards it, but it also leads into.
Before you go there, I have one more real quick because I know where you're going. Do you remember the Witcher, the game?
Yes.
Okay, so
You mean the game of the year?
the game of the century.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's based on the book.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is that the author of the book, he was like, they asked him like, let us have the rights, we'll pay you, like we'll give you 20% of whatever we make. He's like, your game ain't gonna do shit. Give me $9,000, you can have the rights to the book.
Moron.
This guy said, all right, give him $9,000. Then after years of this big success, the guy's like, hey, you guys owe me something because you guys made so much money. And in the end, they did give him some money. But it's like, bro, like the game gave you so much like exposure that people went and bought the book.
The book. So
it's like
he still ended up winning some.
he still won.
But it's because you have to think about the rights that were sold to Netflix to create the show.
and that he takes it.
And to have Henry Cavill freaking.
Yeah, so and he takes those. It's not the game because the game doesn't own the rights to the whole story. They just own it.
You're right. They own the because
They just for the
sell
game.
partial rights just for the game.
Yes, for the game. So he's making the money from
damn.
the show too. But he was like, no, you guys make so much money, you owe me. And they're like, so they gave him some. People love the studio, so I think they wanted to look good. And then they went and ruined Cyberpunk, so that's another story.
Oh, they're the ones who did that?
Cyberpunk, yeah.
Oh, well, can you imagine coming off the fucking game of the year to that?
It's supposed to be a great game, but then
But
there were so many
apparently all the
glitches.
bugs and shit, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Before you start, you know what else? Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Not a book, but a graphic novel.
Yes.
Definitely recommend.
Okay, I was like, on what way are you leaning to? I think I've talked about here how much I love that movie.
Dude.
Is that in
best
Spanish
movie.
on YouTube?
Oh, Jesus.
You have to watch it in English, okay? It has the best lines ever.
Okay.
Yes.
She got triggered. She's
Gelato?
like,
It's like, chicken isn't vegan?
So
okay.
sad.
I don't understand
It's like,
the reference.
no,
but
it's so good, and it has so many stars come out of it. Freaking Chris Evans was in it. Who played Captain Marvel? What's her name?
Brie Larson?
Brie Larson was in it. Freaking Anna Kendrick. The girl from Parks and Rec. What's her name? The Latina.
Oh my god. I've been...
Oh God, and I usually
Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah, Aubrey Plaza. Yeah, there's just so many freaking stars. It's amazing. Like, you know, and you know, of course you have like the main dude,
Michael Cera.
Michael Cera. Yeah.
Michael Cera.
Yeah, it's just really good. It's a really funny movie. You should definitely watch it.
Brendan Routh, who played like Superman in Superman Returns.
Oh yes, that's him.
Todd Ingram.
And the vegan police guy was one of the Punishers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the old Punisher.
Yeah. The one.
Yeah,
I think the one that kills John Travolta.
Yes.
So to close it out, you know, we were talking about movies that make you want to read the book.
Yeah.
And for me, it would have to go to the freaking king of the one who did it the best, Lord of the Rings. You know, and we might have, you know, would you call them potheads?
Potheads, yes.
Yeah, we might have potheads who think otherwise. Well, I'll have y'all know that you guys are wrong.
Now, tell them who the potheads are, because they might not identify with that term.
So potheads aren't stoners; they're Harry Potter fans.
Yeah.
You know. So what do you guys identify as? Dude, that's offensive.
We need what is the term for the Lord of the Rings? Ringers versus potheads.
We're the Fellowship.
Oh, okay.
What do you want to be in the Fellowship?
Fellowship or pothead?
I'll join the Fellowship.
There you go.
Yeah, so we have a united front against all of you losers.
All of the potheads.
You know, not only do y'all have a crappy leader, J.K. Rowling, whatever,
what?
but you know, the best movie adaptation from a book has to go hands down to the Lord of the Rings. You know, we don't have to go into the Hobbit, so can cancel out the Fantastic Beast or whatever, because both of the prequels weren't all that great.
They did,
you know,
worse,
they're enjoyable, whatever. It doesn't matter. They don't come close to like Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter.
Well, like, you know? Harry Potter, they had way more movies. Right?
Yeah,
so
but way... I think total, like, because you know, in doing my research, you know, I wanted to know which one was the more successful one. So when you compare, what do you think?
Lord of the Rings, man, come on. No?
Lord of the Rings only has 3 movies.
Doesn't matter.
You are very, 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 like, you know, confident.
Dude, come on, man. It's like,
okay.
Like, I don't even have to analyze it.
Harry Potter.
You think so? Okay, so.
Oh, she's a pothead now.
No. So they say per movie, you know, like whenever they averaged everything out, Lord of the Rings, you know, globally did do better because, you know, they only have 3 movies and I think they averaged higher than Harry Potter's. But, you know, we also have to give into the thing is not many people stuck around for the whole, like, 7 movies?
8.
Yeah, because the last one was 2 parts.
Oh, you're right. So not everybody stuck around for the 8 movies. So giving it to Lord of the Rings. Not only that, J.K. Rowling actually said that she read Lord of the Rings before, you know, writing her movie. You know, even though both of them came out around the same time, Lord of the Rings has, you know, like there was pictures of it. There's everything to explain.
It's because fundamentally both stories are the same. Both actors did not ask to be in the position they were in, and they could have at least somehow fled in a way, but they chose to stay and fight. So it's in a different setting, but the same story.
Yeah, it was like a task was handed to them, and only they can.
I mean, if you think about it, that's almost every hero movie.
Yeah,
you're not even.
I think you being like a literature guru.
What is it?
Don't they say that there's only like 3 stories and like basically like that you can map your whole story around? I think like they like
one is
people
heroism.
way smarter than me have come up with their reason.
Yeah, one is heroism.
Every story, you know, is gonna be the same. The only difference is how you map it.
For example, there's a lot of religious people that says that the Lord of the Rings is a Christian book.
Catholic.
Yes.
J.R.R. Tolkien was Catholic.
Oh, it is?
And
he was Catholic.
Oh, okay.
Basically, what's his name? Frodo is supposed to be Christ, and the ring is the cross.
Oh,
and that's kind of...
It's his cross to bear.
Yeah. See, but he wasn't as religious as C.S. Lewis.
He wasn't, because C.S. Lewis was a theologian.
Yeah, like Narnia is straight up supposed to be religious.
Freaking nerds. Look, all I'm saying is... Like Harry Potter just got nothing on it. And first of all, let's get into why. Okay, there's a lot of similarities.
Go ahead.
You have something to say?
No, I was just messing with you.
Okay, there's a lot of similarities that can be drawn to into the simple fact that you can either say that it's a plain copy, you know, or you can be the nice and say it was an inspiration, you know. Simple fact. Okay, so both main bad guys, you know, made it so that like the object, they're tied to the object, so you have to destroy the object. Like in Lord of the Rings, Frodo and Samwise, you know, like Gandhi, like they take the ring to the volcano. Spoiler alert, that's how you kill the bad guy. All right.
And Mortar.
Yeah, see. And in freaking Harry Potter, Voldemort did the exact same thing. He tied himself to the Horcruxes, so you have to destroy them in order to destroy him. I'm sorry, that is a very creative way to defeat the bad guy. I don't know, like, where else I've seen that in, you know? So, like, it's really hard to say that it's not a plain copy, you know?
I think they all, like you mentioned something that earlier, it's like even the Avengers, it's all the fucking stones and a glove.
No, but
right?
like, but what I'm saying is, you didn't need to destroy something to beat Thanos.
The glove got destroyed.
Yeah, exactly, but he was still around. Like, you know, like that.
It's not tied to his soul.
Yeah, and that's what they did. Like, they cannot be destroyed unless you destroy this. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it's a blatant ripoff. You know, you cannot say that. You know, you can say, you know, it's drawing inspiration because instead of dividing it in one thing is three.
I went on a different viewpoint.
Yeah.
No, I got you.
Not only that, freaking Dementors are straight ripoffs of the freaking, I forgot they're called. Nazgûls?
Oh, the ghost things?
Yeah, like they're both freaking like shadow figures that like try to kill you.
Well, it's because in a way they're both magic. It's just one is more like modern magic. The other one's more like Middle Earth magic.
Whenever you go into like fantasy and stuff, yes, of course, a bunch of stuff are gonna overlap.
See,
but the simple fact that your demons, like your servants or whatever, like look exactly the same. It's just you could have done something so that they didn't look so much the same, so you don't draw that comparison. And that one we can lean more towards, you know, coincidence.
Okay.
You know, and then like the biggest coincidence of them all is how, you know, Dumbledore and Gandalf look exactly the same, but Gandalf will wash fucking Dumbledore any day. You know. I know you guys are all on my team. I needed somebody to fight.
I'll fight you.
We needed the pothead.
Fight him.
Yeah. What do you think? Okay.
Well, so what she bruised her answer. So, she got her answer. Go ahead.
Okay.
No.
Yes and no. I still agree that Lord of the Rings is definitely better. Not just story-wise, but like I think Tolkien put in the work. Like he created this world and he created his own languages and everything. Like he was a master at storytelling. On
top of that, you can actually go to these places because he mapped it after the real world, so making it like a completely like to the next level. Yeah. So
he's a much better storyteller.
I thought you were on their side.
Right, but I feel like a lot of this is just he got a lot of inspirations from theology. He got a lot of inspirations from like fantasy too. So it's not like you could just easily argue that he's ripped off other people.
No, yeah, of course, but when we're talking about Titans, you know, like in the simple fact that she's even admitted that she read it, it's like you completely like you threw away like your edge saying that you never read it, you know, like, oh, two minds can create the same thing, but the simple fact is that she gave herself away. So
you gotta give credit to where you know.
But the thing is, she says that she didn't steal it.
That's the thing is like. It's a different setting, and even if you say here's the similarities, you have to adapt those similarities in a way that you still find it unique. And the second thing I would say is that there are 7. How many books? Is it also 7 books and 7 then 8 movies? It's like to keep people around for that long. That also tells you something.
Oh no, I'm not shitting on the freaking Harry Potter. I think it's still a good show, a movie. You know, but the simple fact is, you know, my argument stems from the fact that of course, things are gonna overlap, but the thing is, the parts that are original, if you take them, you're not being like it's like the part that I'm telling you, like you have to destroy this item to kill the bad guy. You know, that was completely stolen from Lord of the Rings. You know, there's no like being on like, oh, you know, she picked it up from somewhere else, because where is that somewhere else?
Yeah, the only thing I'm finding on Google is Dementors were based on her depression.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, we give her that. Like I'm telling you, like that one, like we can give her that. But the simple fact about the horror crooks and the ring, the comparison is just undeniable, you know. And at the end of the day, even like we're gonna throw in Star Wars in here. All right, so your biggest movies out there, you know, which are like, you know, Star Wars, Harry Potter, like any of like the big trilogies and shit.
Planet of the Apes? No?
I don't think that one applies.
Okay.
But all right,
The disrespect.
Lord of the Rings has acquired more Oscars, more Academy
I would
Awards,
also
more
like to
than all of them compared, and they got their 12th Oscar with me. So
See, I want to...
I wrote that joke earlier today.
I want to add one more thing.
Yeah.
See, the thing about it is, in the book, you use your imagination to kind of get all of this. And then you have to see how they adapt that imagination into an actual live action acting. And it's just the fight scenes in The Lord of the Rings. They're amazing. Mm-hmm. And that's sometimes you kind of want to see. It's like, okay, I know how the story... Like, if you come from the book, you're like, I already know the book. I know it's great. I want to know if I can get real people to portray that story with like actual, you know, using your eyes and sound rather than you reading and using your imagination. So I think there is a lot, and it was well acted. If the movie wasn't well acted and stuff, you would say this movie sucks, right?
Yeah,
so
I think
there's a story, and then there is how it was directed / acted / graphics quality and so on. Yeah. And the thing is, the guy who directed, whoever it was, I don't know the name, but they did good, and the story was good.
I have so many talking points now. My brain is going to explode.
Yeah. Are you going?
Okay. One. I also think it has a lot to do with audience. Like, Lord of the Rings is a tailor. Yes, children can read it, young adults, but it's tailored to, like, adults in a sense.
Okay.
Whereas Harry Potter starts with him being 10 and growing up. So it's not even the same, audience. And I think Harry Potter had much more success because it was a book for children.
And you think people grew up with it, and
yeah,
that kind of
people
like
grow up with it, and there's that nostalgia there.
I think there's a complete difference with that one too, because when I look at Frodo and Sam, they look like kids to me. Like whenever I
but
first watch
hobbits
them.
are naturally shorter, right?
Yeah,
I mean, they are kind of kids.
They look young as hell. But the thing is, you know, with people, whenever you talk mess about Harry Potter, they get really defensive because they grew up with it, which is what what leads to them having a bigger audience too. But the simple fact is just like if Lord of the Rings was an 8-part movie, you know, I'm pretty sure he probably would have done the same thing, because not only did they translate the writing onto the screen successfully, like at the time, like, you know, whenever they compare like Lord of the Rings to Harry Potter, even the people who worked on Harry Potter, they said that the CGI was freaking pitiful. And then to have like complete freaking ogres and monsters and everything like in Lord of the Rings, it was just like, you know, black and white.
The thing is, not even a remake, it's gonna outbid it.
Yeah, no.
Like if someone tried to do Lord of the Rings remake, it's like
Amazon Prime is doing.
Oh yes, they're doing the show.
In
Yeah,
the
they're doing.
world,
You're absolutely
It's
right.
not a remake, but yeah.
They either.
Wait, have they talked about what it's gonna be about?
It's before the ring. I think it has to do with like Sauron's time. I don't know.
They're gonna make
I haven't
Sauron
looked.
look
I
like a
haven't
good
looked.
guy.
Yeah, I haven't looked into it too much.
It's because whenever
like,
you watch the movies, you know, like they're giving the ring, and like, you know, obviously the greed took over.
Yeah.
And like same thing like what happened with Smeagol.
Yeah,
like,
Smeagol.
Gollum and stuff. Yeah.
greatest moment in history.
Yeah, like honestly, like before whenever you see him all decrepit and like, you know, like before you learn his story, you're just like, what the fuck is this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that
I think
scene of him grabbing the fish and just eating the raw fish is the greatest scene I've ever seen. Like, it's a masterpiece. But that's not, you know, you're not gonna make a little kid watch that. I think that's a problem too. It's not the most family friendliest.
Let me add a point to what you said, because as an adult, you can appreciate the adult movie. As an adult, you might not appreciate a much more childish movie, but the children will grow and eventually be adults and appreciate the adult movie.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
No, well, I mean to end that, I'm like, even if it wasn't geared towards kids, it still did better per movie, you know? So at the end of the day, like even if we're gonna go based off success, it was still like a greater success than Harry Potter was.
Yes.
You know?
I think so.
And I think we can wrap it up with that.
Yeah.
You know, this has been a very, very, very long episode.
Potheads, you don't stand a chance.
Yeah.
Final comment: Alfonso Cuarón directed Prisoner of Azkaban, and that is one of the most beautiful Harry Potter movies.
Yeah.
I saw that one.
I think the highest rated is
why is it beautiful? Like,
because
what about
Alfonso Cuarón directed
Oh, just because of that.
like his
which one you said, Prisoner of
Azkaban, the
yeah,
third
that was
movie.
my favorite one.
Yeah.
Like visually, it's one of the most beautiful Harry Potter
okay.
films because, you know, he
No, it was. I remember that one personally because that one was always like on my top of my list. But I think one of the best. I think one of the best was rated one. I think it's probably like the Deathly Hallows. Yeah, I think the first.
I
one.
watched a lot the second one with the big snake and the phoenix.
Chamber of Secrets.
Yes, because it's the only one I
No.
had. Like
Is it
watch it
Chamber-
a lot of
is it
times.
Chamber of
Yeah,
Secrets?
Chamber of
The
Secrets.
Sorcerer's Stone is the first
Yeah,
one.
Chamber of
Chamber of
Secrets.
Secret, then Goblet of Fire, right?
Something like that, but it was the
Yeah.
Chamber of Secrets with
Yeah.
the big snake. Yeah.
With the big snake, yeah, it's a basilisk.
Basilisk, you're right. And
Mhm.
the phoenix, yes.
Yeah. Well, we had a great time. Thank you, whoever stuck through this long ass episode.
Thank you to Silvia for sticking up with this long now. But
Even after the alcohol ran out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
It's
We
commitment.
didn't. It's too late to make our HEB run. So
Yeah, if we had another bottle,
apologize.
this podcast would be in another
Yeah.
hour for sure.
Now, whenever you come back and we give our opinion on Dante's, we'll have 3 bottles this
Oh,
time.
you're right. We have to read it by
Three-
then. We have
Yeah.
homework.
Yeah, and remember, the best way to help us is to leave a comment, tell your friends, tell your mom, tell whoever.
Yeah, check us out on all the social medias, all the podcast platforms, and check out Silvia at her Instagram and her OnlyFans that she's making for books. She's
Don't tell your moms about that.
yeah.
It's for books.
Or do.
No, sorry, I misspelled it. OnlyFams.
Yeah.
OnlyFams. Yes.
OnlyFams.
And-
Yes.
So check her out on Instagram and her friend
Yeah,
Paula.
go ahead and give
Paula?
your handles.
Right. So it's at Silvia and Books, and my friends is at Paula Loves Books Texas.
Yeah, and you guys have a book club, right?
We have a book club that we co-host together, kind of just make a chat and talk about books, but we each individually rate books, recommend them. So hit us up.
if you're a big reader and like you wanted to find a more engaging way to like up your game, make sure you give them a follow. And did you have the book you guys are reading right now?
In November we're gonna finish it. But if you guys want to join
You're making people read during Thanksgiving.
right? That's why we're giving them more time. But for December we're reading the prequel of The Hunger Games.
See, we were just talking about it. You could have literally thrown that in there.
The Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes. So definitely, message us if you want to learn more about The Hunger Games. It's about President Snow when he was younger. So.
The only Snow I know is Jon
wait.
Snow from Game of Thrones. So
Oh
go
my
ahead.
lord.
Sorry.
I was gonna say Snoke from Star Wars.
So Game of Thrones
It doesn't
is better
matter.
than
He
Star Wars.
died so easy. It was bullshit. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Out.
Adios.